Well, hello. I'm Matt. Welcome to the good life. I do a little radio show from my backyard in the Hills Casino. I'm a lucky guy. In fact, I'd say luckier than most. I have lots of friends that I like to call stars. Hey, in fact, there's one now. You probably know Ryan Stiles, Drew Carey Show. Whose line is it anyway? Black Hawk Down?
I wasn't in Black Hawk Down, Matt. That wasn't me, okay? What are you doing here?
The gate was actually open. I thought I'd take a little jacuzzi-roo.
I got company coming over, okay? People that matter, okay? Get up, go.
Bubbles feel so good,
Look,
Brian.
Matt, you know what? You gotta stop doing this, okay? I can't be coming home with the wife and kids and you're in my tub, okay? Just get out.
I'm not wearing nothing.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten them up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten them loud. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all his guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
I like my suitcase.
Oh, yeah. Ah, yes, he does.
I like my suitcase.
He loves that little thing, even though it's a briefcase.
I like my suitcase.
They never corrected him. You know, it's a briefcase.
I like my suitcase. Suitcase.
What a cute little kid, man.
I like my suitcase.
May have been responsible for winning his dad the election.
I like my suitcase.
Because he knows what's going on in social media. That's Barron Trump, man. That when he was, God, he was only 18 there. Oh, you see what I'm doing. Yeah.
Is he saying I like my birthday?
I like my suitcase.
Oh, I couldn't even understand him.
Yeah, I like my
A
suitcase.
little brat should make it more
Little brat?
more legible.
Legible? He's speaking. He's orating.
He's singing.
He's not writing.
He's making
No.
his words more legible as he's vocalizing.
No. It's not legible.
What would you call that then?
That's only if you're writing.
What would you call that then?
I'm trying to explain it to you, Marty. It's legible if you write it.
I understand that. So
If you write, then why won't you just take the
what's it
correction and
called?
move on?
What's it called? If it's
I said he's orating. He's speaking.
orating. That's not
Yes.
a word.
Intelligible, might be.
Yeah, something you may not understand, my
Thanks.
brother Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
What was that tattoo, Dave? You're about to
I was going to say
something.
audible or
Yes. Well, no.
Matt had no word for us, so you guys came up with. That's fine.
Yeah,
Got it.
no, he's
Dummy.
He's orating.
That's how I'm going to start. today.
Kettle black. Much?
Alexa, what are you going to say about Brother Mark?
All right, find it. You know it. He started it, by the way. So you gotta find it. Alexa.
What about Crocs' diapers and all that stuff? Wait, we already got
No, wait. Why give away the ghost if you requested the damn thing? So
Yeah.
Alexa, tell me a little something about my brother Martin.
hold on, I can't find it.
Yeah,
yet.
see, she's.
It's so easy. It's just under Alexa.
I pushed in.
Right? It's just under Alexa.
I hate all of you.
How difficult can this be? and here I am, and feeling about 90% less pain today.
God bless it.
No. Man, I'm knocking on wood. I don't want to get ahead of my skis on this one, but I have gone through the worst 6 days of my life. I don't recall pain like this in my entire life. And you may be thinking, Matt, so did you see a dentist? Okay, did you find it?
Yep.
So let me ask the question. Alexa, tell us a little something about my brother Mart.
Got it. Ordering a new brain for Brother Mart.
There we are.
Some of the things that come out of his pie hole are dumber than crotchless diapers.
So I'm minding my own business, and the answer is no, I have not visited a dentist because dentists scare the living hell out of me. Here I am on poker night, and I was feeling pretty good on poker night, too. But then Rick, my poker playing buddy, he says, yeah, I'd rather have another double bypass than see a dentist. And I'm thinking, oh, this is great. What a pep talk. Did you hear him say that?
I don't remember that. But.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, I would rather have a double, maybe a triple bypass, than some guy with metal tools fishing around in your mouth.
I told you my dentist in Tarzana is a great guy, and he's very cool.
Does he knock you out?
If whatever you want, man. He's like, you put you other. I don't do the gas, but I do the Novocaine and stuff.
Oh, I would do the gas, but
he'll
here,
give you whatever you want.
I got to tell you something, Mart. Here's the way it's got to work for me. You have to knock me out here at the Casa in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar, and then put me on a stretcher. Take me in. I want to be out until the operation is completed.
What are you, Mr. T?
Is that what he did?
For the A-team, he wouldn't fly, so they had to knock him out before each flight.
I was not an A-team aficionado, but I know it was a good show. But I'll tell you what, and once again,
you should go in.
I don't want to jinx myself, but I even received a nice little email from Chris Brown. He said, I heard that your tooth, this is something that won't fix itself.
Can I pay
Well,
for that?
listen to me, man. Listen to me. Maybe it is fixing itself with a little help from perhaps my angel, our producer, Tattoo Dave, who came across some antibiotics and delivered them on Wednesday before the poker game. And he looked it up, and these are made for tooth infections, right?
One of the uses, yeah.
Yeah.
And abscessed teeth.
Where'd you get in Mexico?
No.
They fell off a truck in his neighborhood.
How about just go to a dentist and get a prescription of your own?
How about this? How about I've been popping these, and I've been doing them 4 times a day, and wow! Even though here's the downside, or maybe it's the upside. I haven't had a drink since last Saturday, and I don't miss it. And it sort of pisses me off that I don't miss it. I thought I enjoyed booze more than that. I thought that I would be wanting booze right now.
You'll be back.
Oh, yeah, most likely. But it's one of those things that I don't miss, and I've never trusted folks that don't drink. But now maybe there's a little more trust for those of you who select, or you simply can't take the booze because it alters your state of mind and you lose your gig, and it screws you up, and you end up in AA, and then you have to believe in the greater power, and it doesn't necessarily have to be God from the Bible, but just someone greater than you. E-I-E-I-O. I mean, that's the way that works.
That's an exact synopsis of
AA.
Yeah.
I know. Believe me, I know.
Well put.
Yeah, I learned all that from my buddy Shadow Stevens.
Shadow Stevens, you should really come to AA.
Shadow Stevens he has brought me into AA, and that's why I've sat around and I've enjoyed it. I'll tell you, they have strong coffee at the AA meetings.
I'll tell you what, I told you before, but back in the day, I was, just drinking and indulging way too much, so I decided I didn't want to anymore, and I had a bunch of friends that were sober, and they went to AA, and they invited me over there, and it was a fest. I don't want to say an F fest, but I mean, lots of girls, lots of fun. Everybody's having a
chain
great
smoking,
time.
coffee drinking.
You mean hot chicks? Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. See,
not terrible.
Dave, I didn't find it that way, but I sort of I liked most of the people, but I will tell you the one sort of line that ran throughout, and this is simply, obviously, this is my perception. But I sat there thinking, weak people. They need other people to hold their hands in order to do the right thing. Are you understanding this, Dave?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
And you know me, I am the last thing. If you look up weak in the dictionary, it ain't me.
No,
now,
it's
if you
Mark
look up scaredy pants when it comes to visiting a doctor or any sort of doctor whatsoever, then my picture is also there. But I am not weak, so I've never having to depend on other people. Although this week, man, Tattoo Dave came through with these antibiotics and. Of course, I haven't talked for 3 hours in a row, that many minutes in a row since I've been feeling this pain. Hey, Barstow, Jill! Jeez, that dog is nuts.
Squirter's not working.
Just nuts.
What? It's brand new.
I know. I tried it. I'm just.
Have you eaten anything?
Oh, here's what I'm doing. So I have been on a lot of bouillon and on occasion a noodle or two, which I will then chew on this side of my mouth because that's where the pain is and the abscess. No, it's the other side. And because I like to tempt fate. And
I caught it right away. I was like, wait a minute.
And so I've been doing that. And today is the first day that I made a little turkey sandwich that I cut up and I ate only on this side of the mouth. And so far, and by the way, no, not on wheat bread. Hey,
why on wheat bread?
Let me explain why.
Story.
I'll explain. No, it's a short one, and I'll cut it. I'll cut to the chase. Mark C.G. Boyer shows up, for poker, and then about 3 hours in, he decides to be. He's always hungry, but he decides to sate his hunger, so he whips out a turkey sandwich. And I noticed that it's on wheat bread. And I said, Mark, they didn't have a good bread there at old Ralph's or wherever the hell you got that, Vaughn's? And he said, no, it was my preference.
Yes, it was.
And I said, wheat bread on a turkey sandwich is no one's stinking preference.
That's
none.
gross,
It's
man.
either sourdough or do some rye. I'm a rye
Sourdough, rye,
aficionado.
or white.
Or even white, but wheat bread is not your go-to. And then so I kept this up for about 20 minutes, and Mark looks at me and says, "Why do you care what kind of bread I have on my sandwich? Why do you give an ass about
Ladies and
that?"
gentlemen, these are grown men playing cards talking about.
But you don't. But am I wrong here? You don't use wheat bread for a turkey sandwich. Anyone? Am I right?
And by the way, man, I want to circle back, if I can, for a second to the AA thing. My ex used to work for this lady. She would go there just to meet celebrities.
Oh, yeah, well, no, there's a lot of that. Shadow took me to one in Pacific Palisades.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, star-studded.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But I was entangled in a relationship, as I often find myself, so I wasn't looking, to get laid or some new gal in my life.
Chain smokers and coffee drinkers.
Tons of cigarettes and tons of coffee. I mean, and me being a coffee aficionado, wasn't the best coffee, but real strong. So
You brought your own in.
Oh, I drank a lot of it. It was free, so what the hell? I mean, and then they passed the hat, and I would, I'd give them a couple bucks or whatever.
Act like you were.
Yeah.
You're a magician, so you can.
But and then they'd have to go up there, and they'd have to say, "I am an alcoholic."
Oh, God.
And so Shadow looked at me and said, "You want to get up there?" I said, "Yeah, I would if I were an alcoholic." I said, "Well, it's denial." I said, "Shadow, I am not a drug-using demon drinker like you were back in the day. This man,
he's a big cokehead.
He was a huge cocaine guy. The great Shadow Stevens, by the way. Look him up, but not right now.
And we're not talking out of school because he admitted it. He talked
No, I'm not throwing him under the bus. No, he's the first to admit.
Right.
However, I will tell you that back in the day, he was doing these Fed R-rated commercials here in town. It was an electronics store, not unlike Best Buy, that sort of thing.
It was the beginning of Best Buy almost, right?
You bet. Yeah, it was Circuit City. It was that sort of thing. And he put this place on the map because of his bizarre, funny friggin' antics in these commercials. Yeah. But everyone on the cast of those commercials were sniffing cocaine like it was going out of style. Oh, yeah. I mean, they were sucking her down. And after he gave all that up, he wasn't as funny anymore. Does that make sense? Is that why a lot of rock bands do the drugs?
Well, because no, I mean.
And by the way, we're not saying do drugs. I've never even tried cocaine. I've never smoked a reefer. So I'm not.
Bill Burr Bill Burr, one of the old comedians that passed away really young. I forget, but I think it was the guy.
Well, it
that
wasn't Bill. He's still around.
the guy that used to do Stern all the time. I forget his name, but anyway, so he would talk. Jack Benny.
Jack Benny.
Jack Benny, yeah.
So he
Yeah,
talked
he's been dead.
in one of his bits. He said, "You know what happened?" He goes, "Man, all these rock and roll, when they were on drugs, man, they wrote the best damn music. When they got clean,
did.
When they got clean, their music sucks now."
Yeah, so there is something to be said for an altered state.
Creativity is freed.
Yeah, there is something to be said.
Smoke
Now,
a joint, write a song.
yeah, but I don't know which comes first,
Sounds
the
like a song.
creativity, and then they start getting into drugs after
Beatles,
the.
man.
Well, the Beatles did hallucinogens. Who is he talking to over there? But he's driving me nuts. And that's Tattoo Dave, our producer.
Oh,
is
man.
supposed to
Listen, I'm sorry. I got to say something. Last night or yesterday, I got news that my oldest, dearest friend passed away unexplainably in Las Vegas. And then I just got a message from somebody that another one of my childhood friends died yesterday. And I'm just I'm freaking.
Wait, 2 in one day?
Apparently 2 in one day. I'm freaking out.
Yeah, but it's all and that sucks beyond belief.
My oldest, dearest, I've known him since I was 7.
Oh, is that right?
And
Sorry, dude.
But Tattoo Dave.
I'm sorry. So I'm turning my mic off and responding to
No,
something.
Tattoo Dave. Glass half full. It wasn't you.
Yes.
Right?
Please, thank you. Yeah.
Right?
But it comes.
And
to
the
three
one
months.
that I just got word of just now, we just went through the same exact thing. He just got his bag removed a couple of months ago or a month and a half ago. He went through the same kind of thing.
You mean colostomy?
Yes.
Oh wow.
And
And now he kicked it.
Dedaroo. That's what I'm just hearing.
Oh, that sucks, man. And by the way, I'll tell you what really sucks is that you didn't save it for next week, so we could have done. And by the way, we put this game on the map about 12, 15 years ago.
Long time ago.
Guess who's dead?
Yeah.
We could have played it. Damn it!
Yeah.
But you screwed, and you're the producer. You should have been ahead of this, and you should have said, I could bring this up. It's gnarly, and it's pissing me off today, and it's putting me in a bad mood. But I could couch it, and we could turn it into the classic game show, radio game show. Guess who's dead?
Well, Matt, I'll just
What?
change the subject really quickly because the earthquake in Humboldt County, where what's her name?
Danielle, beautiful
did she
Danielle.
feel that, baby? She had to have.
Yeah,
I'm sure she did.
It was a 7-point or something out under the water in the ocean.
yeah.
Tsunami warnings and everything. It was a biggie.
Yeah, it was.
6 point, almost 7.
It shook things up, and at first blush, I thought it was San Francisco. Well, I was hoping it was.
Oh, that
No, it
baby's
wasn't.
gone.
No, I don't wish that on anyone.
Actually,
man.
I think today is the 45th or something anniversary of the '89 San Francisco earthquake.
Oh man, and I was here, and by the way, I was on the air and felt that. I was on the 11th floor at Sunset and Vine doing afternoon drive on Kiss FM, and that some bitchin' building was swaying back and forth, and I thought it was going to topple the F over, and everyone running in the hallways. I had several people running in the studio saying, Matt, get out. I said, I got a show to do. He said, and they said, aren't you scared? I said, yeah, I'm not digging this at all, but, aren't we on rollers? Aren't we on rollers?
Yeah,
And they said, yes, but I'm telling you, I have never been in a situation where 11th floor, and I am moving out of my chair, and I said, this has got to calm down. I'm not going to jump the gun. And it was that's how huge that earthquake was that was centered in San Francisco.
Yeah, there was a thing on Facebook that showed that the bridge collapsed. It showed buildings collapsing. It showed all sorts.
It was terrible.
I was there for
Were you
my brother's wedding.
Were you a cop?
Oh, you were in San Francisco?
Yes, for my brother's wedding.
Mark
And I
C.G.
had
Boyer.
family went to the World Series there in Oakland.
Yeah.
When the earthquake hit, and they were stuck for almost 12 hours trying to get back to the hotel.
Well, at least they lived through it, and there were no casualties in the family. But that took down the was it the 10 or the 10?
A section of it.
And that's where, and by the way, our last great mayor, Mayor Richard Reardon, our last great mayor here in Los Angeles. This man was a saint. He was a bit, not unlike Donald Trump, he was a businessman who knew how to get things done. They told him that would take a year to build. He had that bridge fixed up and running in, what was it, 6 weeks or something?
Yeah, it was 2.5 months.
It was ridiculous. And they said, well, it can't be done. And see, these are the business people you want running your state.
And Matt,
and your city.
Yeah. An 8 or a 9 point in LA. I don't care if you're on rollers or not. It'll go down, man. A 9 point or an 8 point.
It was this was a 6.
But that was centered in San Francisco. You were in LA,
and it was still like a 6 here or close to a 6. Oh, it sucked.
94 Northridge. I wasn't here.
I was in Philadelphia at the time. My house was here.
I was here.
My house was here. Yeah. By the way, the government paid me a pretty penny for that. I mean, I didn't even think I deserved it, and boy, would I love that money right now. It all went to paying my ex-wife.
Did you come home from Philly and just break your windows out with baseball bats? If they weren't? So
no,
what happened, man?
No, but I will tell you. So the dude from the state comes over, and he's wearing a fishing vest. So we start talking about fishing and how, as a kid, I wasn't really an aficionado of fishing, but my father and my brother, they love fishing. We got into this long conversation where he wasn't even inspecting anymore. We got along so well. He just wrote the highest figure he could on the sheet.
Hey, was it like a cocktail?
Yeah. And I believe he did have a beer with me, if I recall. But this dude from the state, what a good dude. And, welcome to California, the state of handouts. And I benefited from that. But, it was an earthquake, and I did lose some stuff, but didn't lose the ex-wife, though. She was still a flight attending for American Airlines at the time.
Missed it by that much.
Oh yeah. And I had to watch this go down doing a morning show in Philadelphia, and that really sucked. So I would talk about the earthquake because it was a major earthquake, and my program director said, Matt, you're talking about the earthquake too much. I said, I mentioned it 2 times this morning. And he said, well, just because your house is there and you live in L.A., even though you're here in Philadelphia now. I said, no. I said, you're
a big story.
Yeah. This is a national story. And by the way, God rest his soul. One of the rare great program directors I worked for. I love the guy. But dead as hell because he would drink pitchers of Bloody Marys before 8 in the morning. No, that's what I'm telling you. That's exactly what happened to the dude. And it's, speaking of, isn't it funny how we circled back to AA? AA might have helped that dude.
Calling us.
Yeah, because I loved him. He was a good man. He was a good man. So I'm minding my own business watching this YouTuber, Nick Shirley. And, I'm thinking, who is this guy? There's only like 40,000 hits or whatever. But then if you look at his stuff, he gets up there in the several millions. And he's this understated, young, non-judgmental-esque dude. Though, that he's on the right, but he doesn't talk about it. And he goes from city to city and asks questions on the street. And he was in Capitol Hill, Seattle. And he said, arguably, the wokest area of America. Wow. And I don't remember Seattle like that. I don't remember much about Seattle except that I love Ivar's Fish and Chips, and I love the tartar sauce, and I love the 13 coins.
My daughter teaches on Capitol Hill.
So that is where she is. Yep. So she is in the wokest. That was Chad. You remember that? That's where they took over Capitol Hill and they turned it into their own friggin' city. And this kid, Nick Shirley, he's walking around and there's graffiti everywhere. And he sees this graffiti, "Arm the Puppy Girls." And he said, I don't know what and he's trying to get a straight answer from those he's interviewing on the street there in Capitol Hill. And it's like, I don't know. And then someone finally says, well, you either know or you don't know. This is the nice woke laugh. They're so sweet. You either know or you don't know. And what Nick said is, I bet it's the furryization of Capitol Hill.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Because that makes sense.
Yeah, my daughter lived there also for 2 years. She doesn't now. She moved the hell out of there.
Oh, man.
Didn't she go to Idaho, or where did she go?
Oh, she still lives in Washington.
Sort of.
That's where Matt and I grew up. Silver Lake.
Sort of. Well, yeah. All right. A lot to get to, my friends, including what did they find in my abscess tooth? That and much less in minutes on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
The legend of the Phoenix all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The forth from the beginning. Look. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Outlaw Radio.
The staccato hoofbeats of a golden palomino, carrying a man who fights wherever justice needs a champion.
Magic Matt Allen. What was found in my abscess tooth? Marmot excretion. Yeah, marmot feces. And I don't recall the last time that I consumed a marmot, but...
what is a marmot?
I don't know what's a marmot with you, but there it was, and it wasn't a doctor. It was well, let's just call her a nurse who discovered it.
What's a marmot? I'm serious.
I don't know. What's a marmot with you? It's a furry little animal,
Like a little rodent.
I've never heard of a marmot.
Yeah, it's a marmot.
Like a chinchilla.
Yeah, it's a very chinchilla-like, or mink-like.
Yeah, it is, Marty.
You know, I lived next to a mink farm in Provo, Utah. I was paying, what was rent? $4.50 a month in what the hell was it? 1979. $4.50 a month, and the problem was that if you live next to a mink farm, it stinks to high heaven. So if you learn anything today, and you have the opportunity to live next to a mink farm, even for $800 a month, and you don't like the scent of stinking minks,
don't eat a marmot.
Don't eat a marmot. That's what you should learn today. Yeah.
Well, Matt, going back to fishing, Dad and I saw the Snohomish River up there north of Seattle.
Yeah.
We used to fish there a lot. And one day, me and my buddy, they're fishing off the rocks on the river, caught this beautiful salmon, hauling up the rock. Here comes a mink, man, runs out of the rock and attacks the fish, and it's still on my line.
Yeah, no, they're mean. They're mean.
I let him have it.
Yeah, they're mean.
Like, you could take the fish.
Yeah. After that, I bought a mink coat for my beautiful Helene Pena in Houston, Texas.
Did you get it from the mink farm?
No, I did not, because this was way after, my career can be distilled down to about 10 years. I got really good really quick. And then, just, what is it that the old rock and rollers say? Don't fade away, or it's better to burn out.
Yeah, than fade away.
Yeah. Well, I didn't burn out, or
I thought that was just Def Leppard.
I just faded. I just faded away.
That's Neil Young, dude.
Yeah. By the way, for those of you joining us for the first time, what you think we're coming apart? Is that what?
Keep joining us.
I appreciate you being there, because you could be anywhere, and you've chosen on this specific day to be here with us, and I mean that from the bottom of my bottom and the bottom of my heart. I'm Magic Matt. This is Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the finest radio stations in America. You may still procure our YouTube channel by punching in kamalato.us, and we will keep that URL until the inauguration of Donald J. Trump. And aren't you happy that's going to happen?
And tampontim.us.
Yeah, that's still in effect, my friend. So I mentioned this YouTuber, Nick Shirley, young guy, understated, sort of mellow dude, and I get a kick out of him because he's he's so likable, and I think that's probably why we're not up to a million views on our channel. Is I don't think any of us are likable, and if we had that likability quotient like Nick Shirley. We need that young kid who's just likable, who just sits in the corner, and we can pan over to him smiling on occasion.
Well, lately, YouTube's been leaving our viewership.
Yeah, they haven't been messing with us. Much. Yeah, believe it or not, that the last show we were up another 300, and then they eliminated that.
Oh no, we're still not.
No, they screw with us because we're not on their side of the aisle. But maybe there's less tampering because Mr. YouTube is attempting to curry favor with the big guy. No, not Biden, but Donald J. Trump. But this Nick Shirley is up there in Capitol Hill, Seattle, wokest part of America. That's where Chad became Chad. You remember that, Mark? They took over Capitol Hill.
Yes, I don't remember.
They turned
Chad,
it into its own
that.
city called Chad, and I think that was. Does that stand for something? Capitol Hill.
Administration.
Nah, it's anonymous, whatever.
I wrote a song called "Throw It Down," and I wrote that song about Capitol Hill. Me and my friend Dave Hillis got mugged up there by 6 black guys.
Oh, is that right?
True story, man. We got out of this gig.
So you have to throw color into this, don't you?
We're walking through an alleyway, and all of a sudden, it was like a movie. It was like, boom, boom. They started popping out of the woodwork in the alley.
Wow.
It's like, well, we're over. We're done.
Yeah.
And they beat the crap out of us, and they stole our wallets.
Oh, that's not nice.
No.
Capitol Hill Anonymous Zone.
No, it's not anonymous. No, there's no way that's anonymous. They're just
Anyway.
Autonomous.
There you go. How did I know? I know? So I just knew it wasn't anonymous because that would be more ridiculous than Chad.
That's Mark's dyslexia kicking in.
Yeah, so autonomous zone. And speaking of Chad, because I always thought that Chad came from Chastity Bono.
But it's Chaz.
Who became Chad. Oh, really?
Yes, it's Chaz.
You sure it's not Chad?
No,
Chaz
it's
with a
Chaz.
Z.
Oh,
Yes,
Chaz.
yes.
Well, close enough. So they should have named...
Zone D. Zone
Yeah,
D.
Right, they should have named it Chaz. I watched the Howard Stern interview with Cher. They did about 90 minutes, and
Did you get through the whole thing?
about 90% of it. I did a little fast forwarding, but I think you're going to be amazed by my conclusions. Not this one. Stern, who I've always propped up as being a great interviewer. Well, he's trying to come off as though he's ad-libbing questions. He's got the screen there, and he doesn't really give an F about interviewing Cher. And I'm watching this, and I'm thinking, this man, there he is. Crank that. Oh, yeah. Love that show. Great TV show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sonny and Cher.
I love that. You know the little voice in the beginning of that intro there? That is done by what's his real name? Mark may know. The dude who played the unknown comic on the Gong Show, Murray Langston.
Yes.
That is Murray Langston's voice on the very beginning. Here, play that again. You hear just the very beginning of that in that weird little here.
It's the Sonny and Cher show.
Boom, that's enough. That's Murray Langston. And so I'm watching this interview, and I noticed that it's a little overbearing, the fact that he's getting all his questions from that monitor, but acting as though he's ad-libbing these and acting as though he's truly interested in her life, when I know that he's sitting there thinking, what am I going to have for lunch?
Why is she here?
And it gave me renewed faith in what I do and the fact that I know how to interview folks, and I would love to interview Cher.
Was she in person?
It would blow Stern's interview out of the friggin' water.
How did she look?
I promise you that. There were no close-ups, so from afar,
Good
I mean,
from far
yeah,
from
because
good.
she's been looking sort of alien. If you see any of the,
Do you believe in life after love?
she is
Original goat singer.
I think she's 77 years old, and I wish she hadn't messed with her face because I bet she'd be looking pretty good even at 77. Those Armenians, man, they hold
I
up.
thought she was always hot.
Is she Armenian? I didn't know.
Yes,
that.
yeah. They used to play up the Native American, the Indian thing.
Yes.
Because, that was obviously well known in the United States. Well, we know what an Indian is. We know what a Native American is, but they weren't really sure what an Armenian was.
Yeah.
So they played that up. But no, this is an Armenian who did good from El Centro, California. So you know that she grew up in the mean streets because El Centro, right there on the border above San Diego, that ain't no place to grow up.
No.
I mean, you know that she knows how to fight. And you can tell because she had the eye of the tiger, even though I've always thought that it was Sonny who put her on the map, and I still believe that. But I started watching all these Sonny and Cher TV shows. Great stuff, man. And Cher proved to me, because I just thought, okay, here's a gal that can sing, sort of, and, she looked pretty good. No, this Cher, talented, comedic timing beyond belief.
Yeah, she's very talented.
She could do any accent they put in front of her. She did every accent you could come up with, and any one of those scenes she owned. She owned. Sonny, on the other hand, you would watch Sonny and think, well, that's the luckiest guy in show business.
Yeah.
Because
Stiff?
Yeah, stiff and just never really, and it's like he really never knew his lines.
Right, just hanging out with her.
Just hanging out. But the flip of that coin is that Sonny found her when she was 16 years old.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Stayed with Sonny.
Wow.
She said she was 18. She lied about her age.
Oh, yeah.
And she did. She comes right out and says it. And you know how Cher has been pissing me off over the last several years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pissing me off.
Political views.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you that I can get past that with this broad.
I have a newfound respect for her.
And you called her a broad.
Yeah, because you know what? She, even with that hate for Donald Trump, she is a broad.
Well, at least she can say that.
She is a broad.
Right.
She's a broad, and she takes no S. She proved that with David Letterman.
Well,
she tells you what's on her effing mind.
I had a fling with Cher at one point. Yes, I did.
Oh, Gene Simmons.
Yes.
Gene Simmons had it.
One of the reasons the show was so good was that they had Steve Martin and Bob Einstein, who was Super Dave Osborne, writing.
Yeah, they were also on the show. It's fun to watch those old shows because you see Steve Martin with a beard, and and he's doing his thing, and Bob Einstein, a.k.a.
Super Dave Osborne.
Thank you. I pointed to Mark, but I had to depend on my producer, Tattoo Dave.
At least I'm dependable sometimes.
Mark, he said that when
he had something in his mouth. That's what he does. Yeah, any sort of food product.
That's 23.8.
One of our listeners texted me that as a friend of mine from Seattle, he was listening to, and he said, I laugh every time when Alexa talks about Mark getting his head stuck in a Doritos bag.
Well, then let's ask Alexa if maybe she can shed some light on this Mark C.G. Boyer who should be wearing bunny ears right now. Alexa?
No, it's,
Waking up Mark C.G. Boyer and remembering the time he got his head stuck in a 30-ounce bag of Doritos.
Yeah, that's true. Do they make them in 30 ounce?
I have no idea.
Oh, yes, you would know.
Yes, he knows.
Yeah, you would know.
I'm pretending I don't know.
Yeah.
He got a 5-pound bag.
They're 32 ounces unless you're at Costco. Then they double them up.
He's got a Dorito Costco.
That's 64 ounces of Doritos for me. So here, I'm going on record. I want you to know that Cher has a new book. Cher, I would love to spend some time with you. You may even be a great enough broad where you'd put up with our cigar smoke, but if you'd come in for an hour, we will put the cigars down. For Cher, I will do that because of this newfound respect. And this is not hyperbole.
Right.
I'm telling you that after watching more than a dozen of these Sonny and Cher shows, it's like, wow, that gal is really good and truly friggin' talented.
Well, look, her acting skills also, like that movie,
Tremendous.
movie Mask. She was
No,
brilliant. in that movie.
she's great.
Yeah.
She's great, and I think that I could at least get her to listen to me about the upside of a Donald J.
I don't know
Trump in her
about
life.
that.
I think that I
don't know.
could. I believe that I could do it.
If she researches this show at all, she will not do it. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
I don't know. I do. If you believe. Yeah,
Well, just tell her, say, put your little hand in mine.
I mean, this.
That's all you got to say.
Hey, and did you know that freaking Sonny Bono, he's the one who wrote their hits?
Really?
And he could better.
You know that guy, you babe?
As Cher, yes, as Cher put it, he could just sort of tinker with two fingers on the piano. That's all he could do. But somehow,
About what I
to
can do on
his
the piano.
credit, is he wrote these hit records. I Got You, Babe, the Cowboy Song, myriad of songs in the 60s. And then for him to reinvent that couple as a TV show, yeah, smart guy.
The whole thing worked really so well.
It did.
You know?
Because it was classic. Cher was a great straight person. The way she would put down Sonny in every second was pure beautiful, and she knew exactly that look to give the camera. So brilliant. So hey, Mom, thank you for turning me on to the Sonny and Cher show. Or was that one of those where I was supposed to be in bed and I snuck into the hall and I stood there and I watched because she couldn't see.
You were sneaking in the hall to watch TV. I was sneaking out of the house to go drink.
Yeah, see, not me. No, I was a good boy. I wasn't even drinking coffee back then. All right, a lot to get to, my friends. Oh, including Elon Musk firing the cast and crew and everyone from MSNBC. That and less on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the finest radio stations in America. Thank you for being there.
wannabes, and people who just want to hear themselves talk. The demons of decadence, smoking, drinking, and interrupting. Live from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar, this is Magic Matt Allen, Outlaw Radio.
We shall dive into this Barron Trump phenomenon, this Suitcase Song, in just a few minutes. And Miller High Life is releasing Bar Fumé. What is Bar Fumé? Oh, did this pique my interest? And
sounds interesting.
Oh, this is the best of all time, and there is no show on this planet that doesn't deserve a sample like Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. So I'll tell you all about that in just a second or two. And I am so sick and effing tired of hearing in these little memes and so on, women's rights are on the chopping block. Women's rights are on the child. What right? What? You mean the baby killing? That's not going to change because Trump is in office. It's a state issue. But of course, you don't want to hear the truth. But there's no women's rights being ripped away.
It's over.
And you know the youngsters don't use the plural of women. Yeah, it just got loud again.
Yeah.
Is that just out of nowhere?
Yes, sir.
Jesus, God, man. Yeah, there are ghosts in this machine. So keep an eye on the level and bring them down.
Keep an eye on the ghosts.
Keep an eye on the ghosts in the machine. But maybe you're not aware of this. This is something I caught on the last couple of months. The youngins don't use the plural of women. They will never say women. They say woman. When they're supposed to be saying women, they say woman.
Why?
I'm throwing that out there because I want you to watch carefully and listen to when the youngsters, the Gen Xers and so on, it's weird. They say woman. It's as though they don't know that the word women exists. And
Maybe they're from Nevada.
Okay, I'm going to go, no matter how much my tooth hurts, I'm going to come over there and strangle Tattoo
bring it.
Matt, you know who said it? I will say his name.
What?
He's a legendary on-air personality in Los Angeles. He says Nevada, and his Cobalt, John Cobalt, says Nevada.
Yeah,
we need to look him up.
And I don't dislike the guy. I think the guy is a talented guy, but what an a-hole. Do your research, dummy. But how difficult can it be?
Ladies and gentlemen, you see how easy this is?
How difficult can it be? Okay, I have enough time. Punch in Nevada. Nevada, and see if that 2-minute bit doesn't come up. See, I was going to play this other one in honor of the holidays. Listen, we've got 3 hours to kill here, and I got a lot of stuff to shove into that. Did you find it?
Of course I did.
Oh, okay, I want you to know what this is, and then after this, we'll go to break. This is classic, and it's something that John Cobalt here at KFI, by the way, a radio station I worked for.
Yes.
Back in the day. Even though John and I are about the same age, but, he was in some small station in New Jersey.
I like John.
When I was
man.
I'm running out of time.
Well, you're the one who brought up Nevada.
No, I know, but he didn't say that.
Okay,
That
listen to this piece from a few years ago when George Bush was our president. Go.
Finally tonight from here in Nevada, the way I just pronounced the name of this state is what this next story is about. We haven't always said it the same way, and there is a correct way, as our in-house linguist George Lewis found out.
Memo to all those political candidates trying to win votes in the Silver State.
Nevada, not Nevada.
Nevada State Archivist Guy Rocha says he's blasted politicians for messing it up.
In Nevada.
So no disrespect to the president, but when you're here, you need to pronounce the state's name in the way we do.
The president got the word.
It's great to be here in Nevada. You didn't think I'd get it right, did you?
If you want to get it right, just ask the patrons at Heidi's Restaurant in Carson City.
Know it well.
Nevada? What happens when you hear somebody call it Nevada? They don't live here.
On the broadcast tonight from Nevada,
The name of this place comes from the Spanish word Nevada, meaning snowy. But according to the official NBC Handbook of Pronunciation, originally published during World War II, it's Nevada.
Thank you.
When Brian Williams called it Nevada, our Las Vegas affiliate was hit with a load of angry calls.
Some saying that Brian Williams was being disrespectful in calling it Nevada.
He was.
And others saying that they weren't going to watch our station anymore because they were so offended.
Good
While
reason.
we're on the air, we get emails saying, don't you know it's pronounced Nevada? And then another stack saying, don't you know it's pronounced Nevada?
Linguistics professor Valerie Friedland at the University of Nevada in Reno says there are actually websites that monitor this.
You can find a list of all newscasters and politicians that have mispronounced the name.
Also, if somebody's keeping track.
I'm afraid a lot of people are.
It's like tomato and tomato. You like tomato, and I like tomato.
As in that tune that Fred and Ginger sang in the movie.
Oh, let's call the whole thing off.
But at last night's MSNBC debate in Las Vegas, there were no two ways about it.
And then we are in Nevada.
Nobody wants to wear out their welcome here. George Lewis, NBC News, Reno, Nevada.
Yes! Yes! Telling you, it's Nevada. When we return, Miller High Life releasing Bar Fumé. What could this be? What could this set be? And New York City Mayor Eric Adams doesn't rule out joining something And I think I mentioned this a few months ago, or at least a couple weeks ago. I knew this was going to happen. And Squid Game Season 2 sparking a backlash. All that when we return on the big dog of broad chasing. You know I meant to say Nevada. Broadcasting. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the finest radio stations in America. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Out on the street, I was talking to a man. He said there's so much, but there's nothing mine that I don't understand. You shouldn't worry, I said that ain't no crime. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. After a while, you get to recognize the signs. So was talking to a man. He said there's so much, but there's nothing mine that I don't understand. You shouldn't worry, I said that ain't no crime. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. You need direction, yeah, you need a name. When you stand at the crossroads, be high with the same. After a while, you get to recognize the signs. So if you get it wrong, you get it right next time. Life is a liar, yeah, life is a cheat. It'll lead you on to pull the ground from underneath your feet. No use complaining, don't you worry, don't you whine. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you get it right next time. You gotta grow, you gotta learn by your mistakes. You gotta die a little every day to try to stay awake. When you believe there's a mountain you can climb, and if you
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt. But I'm here to...
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Tom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. Lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt.
I like my suitcase.
Cute little Barron.
I like my suitcase.
A little cute. Wait, what is he, 4 or 5 there? 6? Something like that. Maybe 8?
I like my suitcase.
Well, those Trumps know how to make a hit record, don't they?
Well, gee, the YMCA Trump dance.
Oh, man, they're just all over it. Barron Trump is TikTok's latest celeb. I like my suitcase. It's gone viral. I mean, that is just everywhere.
Yeah.
And it inspired club remixes. So now they're performing these in dance clubs across the
Probably doing the
country.
Trump dance to it.
Yeah, TikTok users spread or remixed a. This thing goes back because Barron Trump is 18 years old, and it was Donald Trump and his wife Melania, who, by the way, What a smart, hot piece of ass.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
No, I mean, I hate to say it about our first lady.
Yeah, but come on.
You got to.
Do you think she'd be offended by me calling her a smart piece of ass?
Hot piece of ass? No.
Yeah. Speaking, this
Our
is
first lady, folks.
Donald Trump and his wife Melania speaking in a Slovenian accent as a young child, making him an unexpected phenom on the platform of TikTok. Despite this kid has no social media presence himself, so he had nothing to do with this, man.
Great, man.
Yeah, it aired on CNN. Appears to show Barron Trump with his parents in his father's office. A young Barron holding a briefcase says, "I like my suitcase," and asks his mother, "I have to go to school now?" The clip went viral after the Daily Mail uploaded it to TikTok last week, garnered more than 54 million views. Wow. Also contains a brief clip of Melania and Donald Trump speaking with Larry King. By the way, I have an exclusive on this. I have that interview that you've never heard with Larry King in just a few minutes, telling him Barron has Melania's accent because he spends most of his time with her. And that's the thing I found most intriguing is that, yeah, he's got the Slovenian accent, but you will hear him today. They captured him speaking a couple days ago as an 18-year-old. He lost the accent, but he grew up with that accent, which is sort of cute. I mean,
how dare Donald Trump? Isn't he racist? He married a foreigner?
Of course. Oh yeah, no. He hates women and Slovenians. The audio of Barron has since been used in more than 65,000 TikTok videos. Many users amused by his accent matching his mother's instead of his father's, and that he appears to carry a briefcase with him instead of a backpack. Beautiful, by the way. It's one of those Louis Vuittons, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. One TikTok user claimed everyone at NYU is repeating this through the halls on a video viewed more than 6 million times, awesome. Referencing Barron Trump's recent high-profile enrollment in New York University. And the club remix, I Like My Suitcase, also went viral. I mean, this thing is just through the friggin' roof. Not to mention the Donald Trump viral Trump dance.
You know what? Everybody's doing that dance now.
Famous in his rallies, increasingly embraced on social media.
Football players.
Oh, professional athletes are going nuts with this thing. Yeah. And then now the I Like My Suitcase remix. I mean,
he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Those Trumps are brilliant.
So, Barron was only 10 years old when his father was first elected to the presidency. Man, this kid has seen it all.
Yeah.
Wow. And he stayed away from the limelight. You notice he stayed in the background. But he's considered a vast, important, responsible person for Trump being elected. He's the one who said, Rogan, you got to do Joe Rogan. You got to do that show. And he did it.
Yeah.
And, the rest is history. But just major social media fame. And as I mentioned, coincides with the enrollment of New York University's Stern School of Business, Howard Stern School of Business this fall. Some students have posted pictures and videos of Trump at school, often blurry, to TikTok. Melania Trump told Fox News it was Barron's decision to attend school in New York. And anyway, I like that Melania. Seems like she wouldn't hurt a fly. And did I mention smart, hot broad. Yeah. President Trump's 18-year-old son. He's 18 now.
I think Trump would go mad.
Huh?
I did pretty good, huh?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Chill.
No, I think Trump would tell you when you're saying hot broad. Thanks, Matt. I did well.
Oh, no, of course. Yeah. You think he'd be offended by that? Come on. God, please. Of course, he does put ketchup on his steak.
Yeah,
that sort of pisses me off. That's really the only negative that I can find with Donald J. Trump, is he puts ketchup on a steak, and I think that he has that steak cooked either well done or medium well. And
he also likes wheat bread with his turkey sandwich.
He does not like wheat bread on his turkey sandwich. Only Mark C.G. Boyer. He's the only man. Yeah. But the suitcase thing, he made this in 2010 when he was in preschool. The clip aired as part of an interview on Larry King Live. Nowadays, Larry King dead, unfortunately. Here is the original clip of young Barron.
I like my suitcase. I have to go to school now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's so sweet.
Oh, I just love that accent, though. I just love that accent.
I like foreign girls.
Play that again. Would you tattoo, Dave?
Sure.
I like my suitcase. I have to go to school now. Yeah.
And whoever you are out there, the first person that came up with the idea, I got to put that to music. God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah.
You know, for that light bulb to flash above your head and say, "Well, that's a song."
Yep.
I mean,
They were smoking weed.
probably. Oh, probably. Fast forward.
I like my suitcase.
Yeah.
I like my suitcase.
Oh yeah.
I like my suitcase. I have to go to school now. I like my suitcase. I like my suitcase. I have to go to school now. I like my suitcase.
Easy to sing karaoke, too.
Oh,
Have to go to school now.
Whoever came up with that idea to add music behind it, voila, a viral club mix is born. That is so beautiful. I have a bonus clip, my friends. See, this is why you tune in to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the finest radio stations. We have the rest of the unaired 2010 Donald Trump-Larry King interview exclusively. Larry King was asking Donald Trump about his feud with Martha Stewart, which started after Martha did a knockoff version of Trump's highly successful TV show, The Apprentice. Remember when she did that?
Yes.
It failed after only a few weeks, but paid particular attention to what happens when Larry takes a call from Cincinnati. And isn't that a classic Larry King? You're on Cincinnati, you're on Roanoke and Cincinnati. And P.S., I have not heard this. I have not heard this clip. So we will listen to this together for the first time. And I'm no believer of hypnotists or any of their self-professed abilities. But, well, you decide for yourself. Did I mention this clip is exclusive on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio? That alone should be worth a like, a subscribe, and perhaps even a damn share on YouTube, because YouTube hates us. Here's Trump on Larry King.
Donald Trump. And look at the tabloids here. Donald and Martha at war. What's going on?
Martha.
Have you spoken to Martha?
Hello.
Let's take some calls for Donald Trump. Cincinnati, hello.
Hello, Donald.
Hi.
I am Zelda, telephone hypnotist. You will do as I say.
Okay.
When you hear the touch tone, you will become a toddler with boom boom in his diaper.
Oh, no.
Mommy, take me home.
Oh,
Mommy, number 2.
We'll be back with more of Donald Trump and more of your phone calls. Don't go away.
I never would have played that.
Well,
I don't like flatulence.
you don't.
I don't like.
There,
I don't
let's get
like.
back.
I don't like flatulence humor. I don't like bodily function humor. I
Never
never
have.
would have played that. I do like my suitcase, however.
Yeah.
I still have my briefcase from when I was 10 years old. It's faux leather. But it's somewhere around here.
Pleather.
Yeah, somewhere secreted here in this 1876
Unless our dog already got to it and ripped it
Virginia
off.
City, Nevada style bar. Yeah, don't get me started with that.
Well, by the way, Matt.
Yeah.
So during a break, our last break, Mark, I was joking because I'm using a squirt bottle for training for
Mark C.G. Boyer, yeah.
The last couple of days.
Have you tried it on Mark?
I was just going to say.
I almost did.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, there's sulfuric acid in here. That's what makes him shut up. And
Right.
he goes, oh, there's acid? What kind of acid? He really bought into it.
Because that's
wanted
Mark.
to know what acid
Water.
it is.
Because
It
that's
was
Mark.
kind of cruel.
Yeah. Let's just go on record as saying there is no sulfuric acid. It's
water.
It's a different kind of acid mixed with water. Yeah, and it is that time of year, my friend. What is more synonymous with the festiveness of the holidays than a Whopper? What I mean, if you ask yourself that question 10 times, a Whopper is going to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
The festiveness, the holiday season, and Burger King, the fast food giant, has rolled out its new ad.
I work at Burger King making flavor Whoppers. I wear paper hats. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun. I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run. Don't buffer fast and hot, bad, it really hurt bad, and so the skin grabs. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Where is the bell? Wait for the bell, can't hear the bell. Where is the bell? Ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun. I work at Burger King making flavor whoppers. I wear paper hats. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun. Ding by the dun.
Remember when The Simpsons used to be funny?
You're going to hell.
Well,
I love Magic Matt's Outlaw Radios.
Aren't the writers from The Simpsons going to hell before me?
Of course they are.
Miller High Life is releasing a product called Bar Fumet that smells exactly like a dive bar.
Oh boy. Huh. I'm sure you ordered your first case.
I was just made aware of this today by our buddy in Oregon. He sent me the release. He was on the positive tip. Pete, thank you for this. When any sort of beer company, and I'm not a beer aficionado, however, when a Miller Lite releases Bar Fumet and they claim it smells exactly like a dive bar, I'm drinking the whole can.
First off, what does a dive bar smell like?
Oh, please.
Oh, it's a drink?
Feet?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it Barfume, Perfume.
Right, that's what I thought.
It was.
It's probably, No, it probably is a perfume, but I'm still drugged up because of my molar, and so I may not have understood what you were saying. I think it is something that you dab on, and that makes it even better.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm going to come in here next week and it's going to smell like a dive bar.
But
it already does smell.
But it does, yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. So, are you in the mood for some Cas de Filthy Clogged Toilette?
Mm-hmm.
For those who want to smell like Last Call on the Lower East Side, Miller High Life.
I want to blend in.
Has released a new cologne that's meant to smell like a dive bar for $60 a bottle, just in time for the holidays. The scent of the so-called dive bar fumet blends cedarwood and patchouli. Oh, I don't like patchouli.
Patchouli oil is one of the worst things on the planet.
I don't like patchouli oil.
It's a hippie thing, and it's like it's so gross.
Yeah. If I want patchouli, I'll move up there to Capitol Hill in Seattle.
Hairy armpits and patchouli oil.
Oh, that you just described the people who live up there at Capitol Hill in Seattle. Yeah, the scent of dive bar fumet blends cedarwood and patchouli to recreate the smell of a bar counter, tobacco, and leather, to evoke those worn-in leather bar stools, sea salt for the basket of fries and popcorn, and champak blossom to replicate the smell of Miller High Life. Now, it's unclear if the cologne, which is currently sold out, of course it is.
Yeah, because they only made one bottle.
Wasn't hard to sell, right?
Who wouldn't want to smell it? It was like what's her name's vagina-scented candle.
Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow.
I still want to sniff that thing.
I don't know.
I tried to find one.
And I want to sniff the candle. You see, if you're just following me, but I think that those are sold out too, or sell for like $1,000 a candle these days. They're really expensive.
Yeah, you can't find them anymore.
So this is sold out, this Bar Fumet made by Miller High Life, and it will also smell like stale cigarette smoke, flooded bathrooms, and a fight that breaks out for no reason.
Mark Miller on our chat says beer, cigars, and weed.
Well, see,
that's a set. But also the ice in the urinals.
I've never been a fan of the that. I always thought it smelled like burning ants. Weed. I don't like it.
I'm sure
it smells like skunk.
Skunky burning ants. Maybe skunk smells like burning ants.
I'll take a little hit sometime outside. I don't do much, but when I do, Matt goes, "Oh, there's a skunk out there."
Yeah.
I go, no, I just took a puff.
The Champagne of Beers has other beer-themed holiday offerings in its shop, including Miller High Life stockings and Christmas tree ornaments. Nothing says, "God bless you, the creator," like a Christmas tree ornament from the champagne of beers.
And by the way, Miller, I drink Coors Light, but Miller's a good beer. I've always liked Miller. Miller's a damn good beer.
What would you say the taste difference is between Miller High Life and the Coors that you drink frequently?
It's not even, especially the taste difference.
Miller is a little richer.
It is richer, but it's how you feel the next day. Like Coors Light, that's why I drink Coors Light, because like Budweiser, I have the raging headache.
So Miller High Life has more alcohol in it?
No, it's got more flavor. Honestly, it's got more. I used to drink Coors Light when I was a beer drinker, but Coors Light is Colorado Rocky water.
It's a lot of water.
It's a lot lighter. The other beers have a little bit more flavorful.
You're right.
You remember the days when we enjoyed Colorado and liked the people?
What happened?
Really liked the people who voted there?
Yeah.
What happened to them?
It's one of the rare states that stayed blue.
Same with the Jews, right?
Yeah.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for the first person who gets pulled over sober or wearing that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That would be entertaining.
Yeah. Would you be a fly on the passenger seat, more like?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I get to watch the whole thing.
But not on a wall is what matters.
Yeah, because in an automobile.
Because if you're flying the wall, and like you're...
Fries are done. Fries are done. Fries are done. But is there a show more deserving of a free sample? I mean, if they are up for honest criticism, then Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
We'll have to do some reaching.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, you want us to smell this stuff.
I just give them a plug also, man, because they're good beer.
And New York City Mayor Eric Adams doesn't rule out joining the Republican Party, part of the American Party. Now, I don't know, did I mention this on the show? Was I just thinking it? I knew he was coming over. And by the way, it's about time. Who's that former dip-ass dimwit out of Philadelphia who is becoming the smartest guy in the room? Who drank, he had the brain surgery, the heart attack. Fred Rated. He was played by Shadow Stevens here on the...
Fred Arm.
Listen, if I weren't so drugged up, but I'll tell you what, no pain so far, knock on wood. I hate to jinx myself.
Fred Savage.
My molar is okay. No, Fred Savage, no, Philadelphia.
Fred Flintstone?
New York City Mayor Eric Adams doesn't rule out joining Republican Party. He says the possibility of him joining the Republican Party is very real, stating that he was part of the American Party, meaning the Democrats have left him, as the Democrats have left anyone who was affixed to that once. Always sort of a stupid party, but, however, there was a time when Democrats were real Americans, it seems to me. JFK seems to have loved America. And by the way...
Fetterman, was it Fetterman?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, John Fetterman. Yeah, John Fetterman has turned out to be the smartest guy in the damn room because he is not unlike Cher, who we were talking about in the beginning of the show, who I have thrown under the bus countless times because she deserves it for her stupidity, her dumb posts in all caps on Twitter and so on, throwing Donald Trump under the bus. I have no problem with her now. I like her. I think she's a real broad. And this Fetterman, I think he's a real broad.
And he also was married to Britney Spears for a while.
Fetterman, yes. Yeah. Little known fact. Yeah, but no longer. That Britney. By the way, Britney moved to
Crazy
Mexico.
again. Yeah.
She moved to Mexico.
She went nuts again.
Yeah, because she says less paparazzi. I wish her well.
She's a nutty chick.
I mean, more. So on her business card, she says more beheadings, less paparazzi. That's why I moved to Mexico. But God bless you, Eric Adams.
Why take a selfie when you can have the whole thing?
Yeah, that's one way to get some head. Squid.
Oh my.
Squid. What? What did I say? Well, grow up. Just grow the hell up.
Grow up.
Squid Game Season 2 sparks backlash. I enjoyed this headline so much that I'm going to repeat it verbatim. And you tell me why I got such a kick out of this. Squid, and if indeed Trump was not the new elect, would this headline have appeared if dumb old Kamala Harris had won? I doubt it. Squid Game Season 2 sparks backlash after normal man cast as transgender. normal man. How much do you love that? Season 2 of Netflix South Korean series Squid Game. Oh, Lori Downey Jr. and I, my former producer, we were so into this damn show.
I know you guys were.
Oh, it really was
I've
good.
never seen one episode.
I haven't either. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Oh, you are. Yeah. No, Dave, you will love it. I mean, it's a little gruesome and so on, but it works, man. Squid Game 2 has sparked backlash among the LGBTQIAAP2S plus activists.
E-I-E-I-O.
And on this fun that was it. We are mental patients. We are mental patients. We are mental patients because we include ourselves in the LGBTQIAAP2PP.
But have a Whopper.
South Korean actor Park Sung-hoon is reportedly set to play a man who identifies as a woman in the popular survival thriller series, sparking outrage among the LGBTQIAAP2S LGBTQIA activists who say such roles should only go to transgender actors. I'm crying instead of a transform actor. They decided to slap a wig on Park Sung-hoon and call it a day. Well, isn't that what you're doing?
Yeah, it's the same as John Leguizamo playing an Italian guy. It's the same.
It's the same BS.
It's acting. Let him act.
Right. It's an act. You know, did they hire the guy because maybe they thought that he was best for the role in the series? Which, by the way, is make-believe. This is make-believe, you see?
Yeah.
So in order to be a great actor, you have to be able to make-believe you're transgender. But these people are never, they're never happy.
No,
they're never happy.
No.
Pay attention to us.
Yeah.
As we go to break, let me just say, LGBTQIAAP2SSS. Yeah, this is not how you give representation, another lamented, adding a cis man presenting to be a part of a minority group just doesn't sit right with me, especially when they could have hired an actual trans actress. See, the term cis refers to a man or a woman who does not identify as the opposite sex and is used among queer activists as a way of labeling regular people. Oh, we have labels, but we can't label you? We'll be this after back.
Wanna buy a new car, but the price ain't right. Ain't that gold? Be a damn sight cheaper. Yes, it would. Start riding the bike. Listen, they're making milk out of powder. Yeah, they are. Got the babies crying. Poor baby, they know what that stuff is. Rent's gone up higher. Yes, it is. Got the parents lying. I'll pay you tomorrow. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Make you wanna run for cover, yes it will. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Good dog. Listen, got to go to a disco. Throw your troubles away. Dance to the music that the DJ play. Well, all right. And then the lights come on. Yeah. Like you knew they would. Got cold. Gone home and face the music. That don't sound too good. Ain't that cold? Listen. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. It'll make you wanna run for cover, yeah.
What's up, all you folks in Radio Land? Tattoo Dave, I'm back. Missed y'all last week. Glad I could come back so soon. Just wanted to reach out and tell you how much we appreciate you, how happy we are that you're here. All you great listeners across the land on great radio stations, and all you viewers on Rumble and YouTube and X, formerly Twitter. Thank you so much. We love you.
discover, yes I will. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Say it's a real motherfucker. Oh, get out of here! My goodness. Too cold. Cold-blooded, I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, let me stop here at this gas station. Give me 3 gallons of low lead. I'm full, nothing else. I better stop and get me 2 hot dogs and a strawberry soda. It's a real motherfucker. Lord, it's a real motherfucker.
We stand for fun. We stand for great cigars. We stand for the perfect martini. And we stand for the American flag. We are Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
All right, come on. Somebody in the marketing department of Miller High Life sent us a little sample of Bar Fume. A little cologne that smells exactly like a dive bar. We are your critics. We are the source of editorial regarding this product. It smells, you dab a little, and you smell like a dive bar. And what woman doesn't want that? By the way, it doesn't say it's for males and or female. I guess it's
unisex.
It's transsexual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bar Fume from Miller High Life.
Well, man,
$60 a bottle. Well, we're not going to pay that. I mean, we're media. You send it to us, and we'll talk about it.
You know what the bartenders...
I just talked about it, though.
Yeah.
And they didn't
stop talking about it till they send it.
Yeah, okay.
They have Old Ice. The bartender, I won't talk about them, but Old Ice. They dump the ice in the urinals in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I never, because you walk in there and it just makes it stink worse, man. Sorry, the stink. I hate that word, but it does.
Yeah, but it's not because they're doing anything for the urinals. It's they need someplace to get rid of the ice.
Yeah, dump in the toilet.
No.
No,
That's not why.
Okay, then why?
Because they don't want to use the plumbing, so the ice melts and leaves it drains consistently.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
People still
I used to work at a bar. I'm
People
not
still
wrong.
flush the damn toilet, bro.
Well, but not in the urinals. They don't. Typically,
I work
they
for a
don't.
plumbing company.
Well, hold on a second. Where else are they going to put it?
In the toilet.
They throw it out in the parking lot.
Put it in the
melts.
toilet,
Water.
No. You don't want to throw it out in the parking lot because people will slip and fall and then sue you.
Lawsuit.
So isn't it just simply a common sense thing that if there is a large urinal,
put it in the toilet though?
No, you can't. No, you don't want to flush those hard things down there.
Hard, it's ice. Oh my goodness gracious!
Hold on. Wait a second, Mark. Hold on. Mark C.G. Boyer, our fact checker, I believe, might have come up with a quintessential answer to this question that's been plaguing us for so many years around the holiday time. Why is it that they throw the old ice out in a dive bar in the urinals? Yes, Mark?
It says on Uncle Google that the older plumbing can promote odors over time, and the dripping water, like Dave said, helps with removing some of that odor.
Oh.
That's not what Dave said.
That is what Dave said.
That's not
That's
what Dave
exactly
said.
what Dave
Because
said.
there's a thing called a vent.
I believe Dave was Tattoo Dave was
he was
right
kind of
back
there.
here.
He was kind of there.
Jeez, he can't give you a win.
Sorry. That's all right.
How about that, Dave?
I'm patting myself on the back here.
You go through a major surgery last week. Yeah. You don't show up for the show last week.
Unbelievable. Nerve of me.
I have to do this by myself with my head in excruciating
Still a good
pain
show.
because
We
of
had
my
good
molars.
I have to say, I watched
Matt, are we
it.
talking about ice and urinals? I mean, that's the best.
Yeah. Well, let's leave that up to the viewer and or listener. I'm certainly they can discern whether that's a
Somebody
good
join
topic.
in and let us know what they think.
Yeah. By the way, on YouTube, if you like the old ice urinal talk, simply put a 5 in the comment section. Put a 5 in the comment section. That means that you appreciate the in-depth old ice dive bar urinal talk. I was talking about this. What are you doing, Dave?
Helping Billy.
Do what?
Be Billy.
Yeah, but you
he's
know,
gonna come in
it
and Parks is gonna
disrupts the
start
show,
barking.
man. We've really been having a good one today.
I turned the mic off.
It doesn't matter. Like, I can't hear you. You're 10 feet away.
Here we go. I'm sorry, folks.
Squid Game Season 2, sparking that backlash. We were commenting on this a few minutes ago after Normal Man cast as transgender. I just love that they put that in the headline. Normal Man. You know, I would have less of a problem with these transgender folks going out of their way to reap all of the spotlight, because that's what it's all about. Look at us. Look, it's not about being fair. It's not about equal rights. It's about much more than equal rights. It's look at me. Look how cool I am. Yeah. I would be able to put up with this if indeed you folks who have the surgery, let's just stick with those who have had the surgery. If you would simply, and maybe you do, and maybe I'm wrong here, if you would simply admit that you are not normal, you are abnormal if you indeed have that surgery. If you are willing to admit that, yes, indeed, I had the surgery from man to woman or woman to man, I am abnormal, then fine, okay. You know, I love you. It's like we were talking about Cher and Cher's daughter, Chaz, is it?
Chastity, right?
Yeah, Chastity. And so her name is... I appreciate Chastity because as I'm watching all these old, over the last few days, you know, in major pain, my molar killing me. And so what helped me was watching the classics from I was going to say the Donnie Marie show. No, it wasn't that. It was Sonny and Cher.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit Sonny show. And so I'm digging the Sonny and Cher show. And then I'm thinking, I wonder what Chastity Bono looks like these days. Looked it up. I will tell you, Chastity, or now you're Chaz, I respect you. I respect you because that
is a man.
That chick put the effing hammer down, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, committed. Yeah. That Chastity, she committed to being a male. Not like so many of these BS artists. No, these hackneyed BS artists that you see on all of the social media as they're wearing the wig and the makeup and the thing. No, but Chastity, she put the effing hammer down. Yeah. And she is, by all intents and purposes, that's a man. Yeah. And that is a person who's sitting there at a Denny's minding his own business. See, I even called you a man because you deserve the moniker Chastity Bono. Now, Chaz, sipping a little Joe, ordering a big-ass Grand Slam because you look like you know how to eat. Sort of a big guy now.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be confused by any patron. I don't care if it's Kentucky or Nashville or Texas or any of the southern states. I don't give an S. Nobody in that place who happens to be, well, you know, I think they're creepy. No, they're not going to mistake you for a female.
I think you're on the Cher. I think you're going to have Christmas with Cher.
I would be there. If Cher invited me to her Malibu home, I'm there. I am there.
If anybody would invite you to their Malibu home, you'd be there.
You bet your ass. I am there. I wish Barry Williams, Greg Brady of the Brady Bunch hadn't sold his place in Malibu. Oh, that was a fine joint. That was owned by his parents.
Yeah.
And then, and then he got rid of it. And that's just a dirty, rotten shame. Oh, it was so beautiful.
Max, speaking of the transgender, so I'm on this job. I started this new job this week in Beverly Hills. And I love the guys I work with. The superintendent, it's 4 of us on this job. And so we're all foodies. We like to try different places every day. And we go have the lunch.
You don't feel a little gay saying that?
Foodies? Yeah.
Whether you're a foodie?
It's a little stupid.
And I don't mean gay as homosexual. No. I just mean gay.
Stupid. But anyway, so...
But by the way, so am I. If I could eat solid foods again.
So Trejo's Tacos was our
By the way, before you go on, I've been watching a lot of food stuff. And man, it is so
very good.
It is so true that you want what you can't have.
Oh yeah.
With my tooth like this, I've just been sipping my food for the last 6 days, and I'm watching all of these great big prime ribs and gorgeous friggin' steaks, and I want all of it, and I want it all now. And
I want it now, Daddy.
Yeah, but you want what you can't have.
Give me the golden goose.
And it's because you simply can't, because I know how bad the pain is, and so I'm doing everything, thanks to Tattoo Dave and his antibiotics that fell off the back of a truck. Knock on wood, and I'm still on them. No.
I want to be a woman.
There are no extras. So you're on your job site, and you big construction foodie men.
Well, we started out on Tuesday going to Norm's, and Norm's is a very legendary place on La Cienega.
Yeah, that's the one Morton Downey Jr. worked at as a kid, supposedly. So does the math work on that? I don't know when. I mean, Norm's
been there for 100 years, and I heard a rumor that it's going to be closing.
No, hold on, that's my
All right, go.
Okay, sorry.
So I walk in there, and they said, "Hey, did you guys hear?" The waitress said, "Hear what?" Well, we might be gone. What? This legendary land? It's a landmark.
Yeah.
It's La Cienega in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting down, and come to find out, Raising Cane's, you know that chain
Chicken joint.
place, the owner of that owns the property.
Man, that guy must be kicking ass with that franchise. Wow.
He's always owned the property, so now he's saying he's going to yank it out.
What do you mean he's always owned it?
He's always owned the property of Norm's.
Then let me add.
That can't be right. Maybe his family. Maybe his family.
No, not Norm.
Okay, this doesn't sound right. Only because why then did he not
just buy it.
did he not start Raising Cane's in Los Angeles?
No, he leased it out.
No, but Raising Cane's, this.
I don't think he had Raising Cane's at the time. He just bought the property before he even had Raising Cane's.
Yeah, you're not listening to me. Then why would he not have begun the Raising Cane's chicken fast food joint here in Los Angeles as the first place?
I do understand that,
but he didn't. It was in the South or Midwest.
But
or
I don't
something.
think they're as old as Norm's was. So Norm's is already established.
No, Raising Cane's is fairly new. I mean, newish compared to Norm's.
Okay.
Yes.
So anyway, so she said they're trying to fight it. It's not done yet, Dave.
Yeah.
They're trying to fight it because it is a landmark. And they said, well, we'll leave the sign up and just put Raising Cane in that legendary
Well, that means it's going away.
classic sign. That's what I thought.
That's going away.
So you know what my point on the whole thing was? Let me just, before you go to, is that we talked about Milton Berle working there as a kid.
No.
Milton Berle.
No.
Morton
Downey.
By the way, oddly enough, though,
same age.
Roy Downey Jr. was married to Milton Berle as well.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, continue.
There we go. But, so if this guy has owned the property the whole time, he must be 113.
Yeah, he's got to be.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be a family-owned property.
You know, I'm sure Mark C.G. Boyer over there is fact-checking, so maybe we'll get to the bottom line.
It says, the NBC says that the Raising Cane's owner has withdrawn his attempt to take over the property.
Oh, is that right? So it's over.
Yeah.
So
Okay, good.
Okay.
So Norm's exist, and the reason why we all of us here who have lived in Southern California for many, many years, and some their entire lives, including Mark C.G. Boyer and Tattoo Dave, because Norm's is a staple, and it was always a place where you get some pretty good food
and a lot of
it any time of night, and
I never went there before 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah, and they didn't rip you off, you know.
Good prices.
Even
$6.
Even though I can't recommend any of the steaks, stay away from the steaks.
Yeah.
Eat the breakfast. Have a happy day.
But man, so we went there. Okay, that was Tuesday. I'll make this quick. Tuesday, and then Wednesday, my buddy goes, well, I've always wanted to try Trejo's Tacos. Danny Trejo, the legendary.
He's been here. He's been on the show.
Yeah.
We love him. Yeah.
So Trejo's Tacos. Went to Trejo's, and food was good. It was really good. And they feel, it's outrageously
I hear
expensive.
it's pricey. I hear it's
you know what? It's
spendy.
Average. It's average for a day, but it's really good quality meat. Everything. The tacos are fantastic. But we're sitting there, and so there's 4 of us. 3 of these guys are facing me away from the window. I'm looking out the window, and I see these transsexual dudes coming up, and I go, wait for it.
In Hollywood?
Yeah, I go, wait. In WeHo, I go, wait for it.
Yeah.
And they walk in, and we had to hold our laughter back. I mean, it was because they walk, and this was like just flamboyant.
Did they sachet?
Yes.
Oh, there had to be some sachet.
Oh, there's big time sachet. But I looked, and then we talked about it when he got back to the job site. I say, that's just not normal. I'm just saying,
it's not normal, but see, I'm not offended by that.
We didn't.
It's especially in Hollywood. I would have said looking good. I would have said something.
But they stood outside for a while.
I would have said looking good. Whatever. Have a happy day.
So the punchline is, I'm sitting there, and there's a black mailman.
Always color with my brother Mark. You see this?
No, and he's like dancing. He looked like Snoop Dogg, mailman.
Yeah.
He's delivering mail. He's on the sidewalk, and he looks in, and he sees these guys, and he's pointing and looking at me, going, and he's laughing. I'm going, oh, dude, I got on this laugh trip.
Yeah, come on.
And then the third day, we went to Pink's Hot Dogs, and I will say, best hot dog I've ever had.
It is. I love their chili dogs. I love their chili dogs.
Bacon chili cheese dog.
Yeah, you can still order mine, although it's not up there on the. The thing is, they only have so much room for all of their hot dogs they've added. They still have the Huell Hauser up there, which I love that they still pay homage to old Huell Hauser, who, by the way, is Barry Goodall out of Kentucky. Same person. I mean, except my buddy Barry wasn't gay.
Yeah.
But Huell Hauser, that's the only difference.
Yeah.
All right, a lot to get to, my friends, here on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Your time is up. You took a sip from the devil's cup. You broke my heart. There's no way back. Move right out of here, baby. Go pack your bags. Just who do you think you are? Stop acting like some kind of star. Just who do you think you are? Take it like a man, baby, if that's what you are. 'Cause I'm moving on up. You're moving on out. Moving on up. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up. You're moving on out. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. They brag a man has walked in space, but you can't even find my place. There ain't nothing you can do, 'cause I've had enough of me, baby, being part of you. Just who do you think you are? This time you've gone too far. Just who do you think you are? Take it like a man, baby, if that's what you are. 'Cause I'm moving on up. You're moving on out. Moving on up. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up. You're moving on out. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up, moving on up, moving on up. Moving on up, moving on up, moving on up. Moving on up, moving on up, moving on up. Moving on up, moving on up, moving on up. Moving on up, you're moving on out. Moving on up, nothing can stop me. Moving on up, you're moving on out. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. Moving, moving, moving. Nothing can stop me. Moving, moving. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me.
This is Outlaw Radio.
Hey, here we are. Welcome back, my friends and my friendlies. If you tuned in late, marmot feces found in my molar. Welcome to the Big Dog Abroad Chasing. That's casting Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, swigging down tons of antibiotics. And, my mother sent me a text. My dad never sends me texts, I don't think.
He doesn't send.
See, guys aren't savvy when it comes. Females are always on the positive tip of new stuff. They are. I mean, that's what females do, including but not limited to our mother. And so our mother Nancy sent me a little note, and she said, "Tell me that you're on antibiotics and have seen a dentist." Well, and text me back. I told Tattoo Dave, don't touch that, and then he goes over and he touches it. And that's why I heard that in my phone.
Did she put emojis on there? Because Mom loves to put emojis.
I didn't. No, because I think this was more of a serious text. She's worried about her first and most lovable son, dying from whatever this molar infection. But thanks to Tattoo Dave and the antibiotics. So she said, text me back. I didn't text her back because I could only say that I'm on antibiotics, but I haven't seen a dentist because I'm scared. So I'm going to.
You're 10 years old.
I am. I'm going to play. I need my mama. I'm going to play this out, and I'm feeling. Knock on wood. I am going to knock on wood. I'm feeling pretty damn good today, and this has knocked out the damn infection.
Have a shot of booze.
But it was very good. It's been a week since I have had. And by the way, I'll probably get comments. If you want to comment on our YouTube page or our Rumble, put a 5 if you like me better sober. Put a 5.
Nah, see, I don't. And the thing is, though,
you don't. What?
I don't.
You don't what?
I don't like you better sober. But
I think I'm a little more cognizant.
But that's not. It is not fun. But anyway, and not funny. But no, yeah, you have been.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, so the reason you can't drink an antibiotics is only because you pee them out.
Yes, I know that.
Well, it also decreases the.
It does not.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no.
I'm sorry, doctor. You're correct.
Wait, hold on. Tattoo Dave, weren't you going to say the same thing?
Yes.
It efficacy
Yes.
of the antibiotics.
Which was going to be my next comment. You don't drink until it's done.
Which is because you pee it out.
Right.
Yes, that's why.
I've drank during my antibiotics.
Hey, by the way, have you seen those commercials with the female commercials where she talks about, well, after my pregnancy, every time I laugh, I leak a little?
Yeah.
I don't remember. As a child, I don't remember seeing those ads.
No, it would have scarred me for life.
And by the way,
you
have just scarred me because I have never heard that before.
Oh yeah, Dave.
Yes,
from any woman ever.
Yes, when I laugh, I leak a little. Yeah. Boy, I tell you what, you don't need anything by mouth when it comes to birth control. just make us guys watch that ad.
There you go.
It's like, oh,
I just leak a little.
Oh no, but just don't. Oh, and P.S. I hope you're not trying to enjoy a sirloin right now or some sort of food product. You've had a big baked potato. And this is the great thing about females. It's like, it's like, as we go to break here, they know. It's like, yeah, it happens. They know that.
I don't understand the problem. I'm always leaking.
All right. Okay. Mark C.G. Boyer, my friends. I want you to know where that came from. Which pie hole that extruded.
Thank you.
From. Yeah. Gotham Awards. This will blow you away, or probably not, in today's day and age. There's another slogan I hate to hear. I'll get to that, plus RuPaul next on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Why don't you slap me side my head?
Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop. Skip it. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band brought up that money. Break it down. Girls hit you hallelujah. Girls hit you hallelujah. Girls hit you hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Before we leave, let me tell y'all a little something. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said, Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. If you freak dead and own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe it, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop skipping. I'm too hot. Hot dance. Call the police and the firemen. I'm too hot. Hot dance. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Hot dance. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. Hot dance. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Before we leave, let me tell y'all a little something. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said, Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. If you freak dead and own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me,
turkey that rolls. Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
Tell me what you want.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad.
Had to lighten them up loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten them.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
Yeah.
And he's not fat.
We got all his guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what Billy Gibbons would tell me. Do you think he'd say, Matt, man up and go see a dentist?
No, Billy just pulls his little teeth.
Yeah, he's a real man. He probably volunteered to do it with a pair of big old Texas pliers. I'll grab that molar. But, you know, it's more than just seeing a dentist. I know they're going to find other things. Well, you should have that done, and you should have that done. And it's like, no.
Well, the first thing...
just alleviate the pain. Just solder off whatever you have to do, the nerve. Just do that.
Well, that's what my dentist is good about, because it's like, I don't want to hear about... He said, surprisingly, your age and everything, and he said, your teeth are in surprisingly good shape. I said, really? Well, I've lost a couple in the back. And he goes, no, and he's positive. He's really positive. He's like, I said, just do the basics to get me out of this pain, please. And he does it.
Yeah. Well, and have you had pain since?
No. Well, no. One came back, and he told me to come in, but not the same one.
But see, that's the thing. It's like if you're at a dive bar and you're enjoying a cocktail or two.
What does it smell like in a dive bar?
Well, it smells like Heinz 57, coupled with what's the beer? Miller High Life.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
if you just tuned in, there's a
bare feet and leakage.
Yeah. Well, oh, jeez. There's next Oprah. There's a
great rock group.
I remember. Oh yeah, one of the best. Yeah. They opened for the Stones back in '68.
Yeah, their greatest song is "Smelly Feet."
Yeah. So what I recommend is if you want to smell like a dive bar, there's Miller High Life. They have a new cologne, and they need to send us a sample. Barstow, shut the F up! Jesus. You know what? Put some friggin' elixir in that bottle. Forget the water. Make the dog feel the pain. You know, if I have to feel pain all week, let the dog feel the pain.
Let the dog feel the pain.
I love doggies. But man, this dog is out
They're
of control.
eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
You know, all of a sudden, I have a newfound love for felines. I have a new love for felines. They're very quiet. They're quiet. They don't make noise. You give them a little litter box. They take care of business. No. I am now officially a cat person.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
My buddy's got both a cat and a dog.
Gotham Awards. Dig this, man. The Gotham Awards. I'm assuming this would be taking place in New York City. Women shut out thanks to gender-neutral acting categories. Are you following this? Gender neutrality resulted in the complete shutout of actresses at the Gotham Awards in New York, with the lead and supporting acting prizes going to male performers. So
Good for that. Good. That's good.
Right, that is right.
That's great.
Yeah, you get what you deserve.
Yep.
You get what you deserve. And can you imagine the vast majority of audience members? Oh, that is so great. By the way, I'm not doing an impression of a gay person. I'm doing an impression of a very uptight Upper East Side female or West Side. And that is so. Oh, they are so deserving when they're really thinking, Well, why didn't a female win that?
Yeah.
Instead of a guy dressed up as a man.
Buffy, why didn't a female win that?
Gotham Awards. Just another friggin' joke. And speaking of jokes, I've always stood behind RuPaul because, self-made man, woman, whatever the hell, I think a man. And he sort of did it himself. He was flamboyant and he had his own TV show and whatever.
Pretty brilliant.
Yeah, but I'm not liking the dude anymore, man. RuPaul's Drag Race star Peppermint pushes transgender procedures for children during CNN panel.
Oh, God.
The trans drag queen known as Peppermint, a former star of RuPaul's Drag Race, appeared on a recent CNN panel to argue in favor of transgender procedures for minors. There is no argument here.
No.
Shut the F up.
Yeah.
You're a friggin' hater of children is what you are.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's part of their cult, and that's the way to get more people in it.
It's a religion. It is a cult. You're right.
Leave our freaking kids alone.
Declaring that lawmakers should not have a say in the controversial subject. Well, neither should you.
No.
Especially not you.
Yeah, you've always said have a happy day. Do what the hell you want to do. Whatever
but parents,
leave our children
parents
out of it.
need to know, and this whole keeping it from their parents if the kid wants to have surgery. My God, it's just black and white.
Crap.
Peppermint appeared on CNN's Newsnight with Abby Phillips. Everybody's favorite Abby. I've never watched that.
Well, Peppermint's huge. No,
Alongside their fellow trans activist Shane Diamond, both of whom were representing GLAAD, G-L-A-A-D, E-I-E-I-O, to discuss the U.S. Supreme Court case surrounding Tennessee's law banning sex change drugs and procedures for minors. Good for you. Good for you, Tennesseans.
Yeah.
Good for you for doing the right thing.
Yep.
Peppermint and Shane Diamond deployed a slew of euphemisms to argue their case, describing irreversible and experimental trans procedures as health care.
Give it up for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what they call abortion too, female health care.
Yeah, I know.
And even renaming puberty blockers as puberty delayers.
Oh, boy.
They are also contended that the science is settled on the matter, even though countries in Western Europe have recently revised their own stances. They have. They're saying no.
Right.
Yeah.
They're saying, no, this is BS, man.
Yeah.
I think that lawmakers should not be the arbiters of people's health care. That should be between the patient and the doctor, not when it's a minor.
Right.
No.
Not when you're dealing with a child,
Nope.
you friggin' stupid idiot. You abnormal piece of crap.
Yeah.
Parents.
I mean,
stupid ass.
We've built a huge society for a long time with parents making decisions for kids under 18.
I mean, we're not even fighting the males and females same-sex marriage anymore. Fine, let it go, carries. Fine, have a happy day. Good. But this crap is just extraordinarily ridiculous. Yeah. This is stupidity, man.
Yeah.
Peppermint said, I don't think being transgender or seeking medical care is political. I think it has been politicized largely by the right. Yes, it's us nasty people on the right who really do love females and males being what they are. But if you want to change your sex, then damn it, you better be 18 or above to make that effing decision.
Yes.
How hard can it be, as my buddy John Albee would say, how hard can it be? Later, Shane Diamond, and I'm assuming probably not her real name, her real name, used the term puberty delayers, a rebranding of puberty blockers, the controversial experimental medication whose potential long-term risks include mental illness, brittle bones, some cases sterility. There ain't no going back with this.
No.
This is a delay. This is fully reversible, Diamond claimed, despite some studies showing that they are not reversible. Peppermint is the latest, probably not her real name.
I would say not.
Is the latest celebrity to insert themselves in the debate around the Supreme Court case. Others include Hollywood stars Annette Bening and Elliot Page, formerly Ellen Page. The Supreme Court is expected to release its decision on the Tennessee case sometime in 25. Well, we're hoping the Supreme Court does the right thing, and we all know what the right thing is. I mean, if you're watching us right now, we have very, very few naysayers. I mean, we're all in agreement. that we love America. We love doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And I want to thank my brother for stepping up to the stage on last week's show. When I was dying, I was having to produce the show. I was in intense pain. And my brother Mart stepped up last week.
Thank you.
And went out of his way to bring content to the show when I am feverishly on the verge of a deathbed, and Mark C.G. Boyer was here as well. And thank you. Just the three of us.
We can make it if we try.
Just the three of us.
Oh, God.
Do or die.
That's scary.
And yes, and my buddy Billy Dilly was outside manning the barbecue, and that food looked so good. And it sat there, all the leftovers sat there in the kitchen. And I wanted a sausage. I wanted some hot dogs. Oh. And tempting me. But then any time I was tempted and took a bite of anything, the pain would ensue. And so now you have to weigh, is it worth it? No, it's not.
That's the thing,
That's the deal.
It really is. Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? It's not worth it.
It's a hell of a diet, though.
You think back at the pain, you go, no.
I have probably lost 10 pounds, looking good. Am I looking good?
No.
You watching us on YouTube?
Fabulous.
And Rumble?
25.
You look like you've been doing Kristen Beth.
Give it up for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of
trans diet.
A lot of transgender talk today on the show, but it's only because it's in the news.
I'm trying to piss Lori off.
No, Lori Downey Jr., our producer, I love her dearly, and I'm not attempting to piss her off.
I know.
It happens. It does happen. Elon Musk fires MSNBC. Elon Musk, Donald Trump Jr., and Joe Rogan have joked about the idea of buying MSNBC after Comcast announced plans to spin it off from their news division, and that got me thinking. Got me to thinking, my friends. What would it sound like if Elon Musk did buy MSNBC, then he scheduled a Zoom call with Rachel Madcow, Joe Scarborough, Joyless Reed.
Rachel Madcow.
What?
Did he really seriously say that?
Come on.
Are you drinking bourbon?
No, I swear to God, our producer is a blonde chick. I swear to God. Yeah. Al, I don't pay my taxes. Sharpton is included in the mix. And just for fun, Joe Rogan to break the news, and Elon Musk firing all these folks after purchasing MSN. We asked AI what that would sound like.
Welcome, everyone. I'm glad that you're all here.
This is a surprise, Musk.
I'm sure it is.
What's this about?
That's a good question, man.
Well, I heard that MSNBC is for sale. Is that true?
No, probably.
Well, I was sent this by Trump Jr., and he proposed an interesting idea. I asked how much it would cost to buy you guys out.
Okay, that's a funny tweet, but come on. Is he serious about this?
I don't know.
Yup.
What? That may seem like a stretch.
Yeah, actually, it isn't a stretch. You want me to tell you why?
Okay, sure, go for it.
You sure?
Go for it.
Okay, Joy, relax. Well, I recently did make an offer to buy MSNBC.
Okay.
Well, they did accept my offer, and I want to tell you that I am now officially your boss.
What? No, that can't be right.
I know, given the jarring headlines that we read every day, that may seem like a stretch.
I bet the house that what he is saying is 100% true. He's not making any of it up.
So what does this mean for us?
I think that we cannot sit around just bedwetting. We've got to deal with the reality, and we've got to deal with the situation as it is.
Yay for him! Eek for us!
These people are freaking out.
It's okay. It's a transition.
So what does this have to do with Joe Rogan? What is he here for?
Well, since you asked, Joe wrote to me, if you buy MSNBC, I would like Rachel Maddow's job.
So what are you saying?
I accepted his offer. So he's in, and you is out.
You is out.
There's a lot of massage.
Plus, he said, I will wear the same outfit and glasses. When he said that, I mean, I had to give him your job. So if it's not clear enough, what I'm trying to say is, you is fired. Get lost.
You know, politics is politics. We disagree on so many things.
True.
We're not going to war. We're going to work.
Well, you isn't gonna be working here because you's all fired. Well, congratulations on your new position, sir.
Why does AI make Musk sound like an illiterate idiot?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
No, I love that part. That's my favorite part of that. But why? You is
out.
You is out.
Oh, love that Elon Musk, man. Firing everyone at MSN. Oh, it's about damn time.
He now needs to buy ABC and fire The View.
Yeah. How about just buy all the... it's a losing proposition because them
Networks are gone.
No, they're just gone. It's new media and it's all on your smart TV.
Right.
I mean, that's where, it's not where we're heading. That's where we are now. Yeah. I mean, the future is here, my friends. And remember that podcaster, Alex Cooper, her Call Her Daddy, that podcast?
Yeah.
And Kamala was on that show? Well, Alex Cooper is mocking Kamala team for spending $100,000 on her Call Her Daddy set. She says, my studio doesn't even cost six figures. So she's knocking the Kamala Harris campaign for spending $100,000 to build the mock-up of her set. Because it didn't, it doesn't cost $100,000. Nope. What about those who donated money to the Kamala Harris for president?
Yeah.
How pissed are they that they just spent money like it was going out of style?
True.
Like drunken effing sailors drinking rum Mai Tais. Oh, I would love a rum Mai Tai right now. Oh, that would be great.
Hey, Billy, I think he's bargaining the neighbors because those little kids over there, they heckle him over the fence sometimes.
What?
I've seen him do it.
I have never witnessed that.
Oh, I have.
Of course, I don't get out.
I was going to say,
I don't even get out in the backyard.
I don't see that a lot. Not just because of tooth thing. No, I never see him.
No, that's because it's been in pain. It takes me double the time to do my work. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't want you to feel. I'm not doing this for sympathy, by the way. I've never been one to say, "Woe is me, give me sympathy." I simply want to go on record, so you know what I've been going through. Only because if it detracts from the show, then I guess that's a bit of an excuse.
But on the same token, what you go through to still present the show and do what you have to do is still.
Admirable?
Yes.
Dave just went through a major surgery, and he's back here producing.
Yeah, but
I'm not even talking about it.
But guess what?
I was.
No, they split his gut open. They had to do all that crap. But the one thing he didn't have to do was sit back with that big light shining in his effing mouth with metal tools messing around inside and throwing off his jawbone.
Well, see, Listen, I got to tell you, Matt, if I was going through what you were going through, it would have been over because I would have gone straight to the dentist.
No, because let me tell you this, too. And Mark C.G. Boyer, you're included. Mark C.G. Boyer, and sort of he's a Jew, but you're not a religious Jew either, even though you'd spend the Jewish holidays taking advantage of it, Mark C.G. Boyer. Yes.
If there's food on there.
Oh, yeah. And most of them.
All Jewish holidays involve food.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I want to be a Jew. By the way, that's from the claymation Rankin-Bass Santa Claus. No, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes.
With the kid. By the way, yeah, that's the guy who wants to be a dentist.
Yeah.
I want to be a dentist. That's it. I mean, who the hell is born wanting to be a damn dentist?
Money.
Can I find out how many Jew boys are in the audience? What the hell are you talking about? I want to know if I got Jews in the audience. They like me. Don't worry, we'll have some shipped in.
So my point here is, my dead buddy Al Goldstein, I love him. My point is, the Jews, by and large, have no problem visiting a doctor. I get the impression that many a Jew would rather go to a doctor than to the beach. There's something about, I don't know what it is.
They like bad news.
With Jews and doctors.
No, it's the kvetching gene. Complaining. Kvetching.
Is that what it is?
Well, yeah.
You have to have something to complain about.
Yeah.
So when you sit down, oh, my back is killing. You have to have these things to complain about.
Did you hear about Aunt Gladys? Aunt Gladys has cancer. Yeah, it's bad. It's not good.
The C word.
I'm telling you, man, it's just, and so that's why,
Listen, I got to be honest. Before this whole thing happened to me,
No, don't be honest.
I was anti-doctors. I didn't like. I'm still not a huge fan.
Right.
But they saved my life.
Yeah.
So something to be said for that.
Well, they save your life, and sometimes they kill you. Sometimes they do.
They do.
Yeah. I mean, this is, and I never should have had that get together with Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees about 7 years ago. He and I, yes, I'm name dropping here.
At Capitol Records.
Hanging out at Capitol Records, just BSing for a couple hours, and he told me, I said, you're living, your brothers aren't, and that sucks. He said, yes, that's because I don't go to a doctor. That's what Barry told me. He said, I stay away from the doctor. He said, look who's living. So I'm telling you, I've stayed away from the doctor. The last time that I went to a dentist, I had my 4 wisdom teeth out. And that was in Houston, Texas in the mid-'80s. Yeah. All 4 wisdom teeth taken out at the same time.
I did that too.
I know that some people will delay it, and I'm thinking, if you're going to do it,
rip them all out.
Yeah, if I'm going to be there and I got to put up with this, then do it. And then, did I mention this last week on the show that they supposedly put me under?
Oh,
and
you heard the guy?
Yeah, and it was a South African dentist, and so he has that
English.
he has the British accent, and I'm supposed to be under, supposed to be able to hear a damn thing, and I hear him screaming, "I don't know what I can't get this out." Holy ass!
Oh.
That's my experience with a dentist.
Yeah.
That a guy is supposed to know what he's doing, ripping out my teeth, but he's got a problem with one of them.
Oh, I just got to chill.
So if you're wondering why, and who cares?
Nobody likes dentists. Except for my Armenian dentist in Tarzana.
All right. Well, I like the Armenians. I don't like dentists. Okay. San Jose mayor, instead of trying to Trump-proof, boy, this guy in San Jose, is San Jose more conservative than, obviously any place is more conservative than San Francisco, even though they're, right next to each other.
You would think it would be.
But the San Jose mayor, during an interview on the broadcast of Issue Is, San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan responded to California Governor Gavin Newsom's the worst of all time, by the by, calling a special session in the wake of President-elect Donald Trump's victory to help Trump-proof the state. This is Newsom. This is our governor here in California. Yep. He calls it Trump-proofing the state of California by stating that the best resistance, if you want to call it that, is to make California work, and said that the Democratic Party in our state needs to get back to the basics. This is the mayor there in San Jose. He says, be honest, the policies and programs we have in place are not always delivering the outcomes we need. So I'm assuming this guy's a Democrat as well.
Yeah.
But, these Democrats, many of them have this pragmatic bone, especially after Trump has been elected as our next president. 47, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's nail it. But it seems like they found this pragmatic part of their brain that says, yeah, this ain't working. And we had an opportunity to get rid of friggin' Governor Newsom, but these stupid asinine voters in this state, the same voters who agreed, who said yes, green-lighted the extra tax on gas.
Yeah.
They said yes.
Yep.
Why? Because we live in a state filled with a bunch of schmucks.
Well, Matt,
that's my Yiddish for the day.
And Newsom, he can't be reelected, right? He's done.
No, he's done.
No, he's over.
He's going for
He's over,
president.
Johnny. Oh yeah, he'll be. This loser who is
screwed up California,
who's taken California down the once great state of California down the crap hole.
They're not going to vote for him. Who's going to vote for that guy?
God, what did I just say? Oh,
California.
California's vote didn't mean crap this year, did it?
Yeah, well, yeah, but it doesn't in the grand scheme of things, unless we're talking about running California into the ground and voting for the wrong propositions. Even though we did get a good, was it 37 that we nailed? What? Let's go to break, man. I don't know why we're waiting.
And Gascon is gone.
Oh, yeah, gone. Yeah, so a few good things.
Yeah.
Host Alex Michelson. I'll get to Charlemagne the God in just a second. And I may play, it's been 4 years since I lost my dear friend Dennis Hoff of the Moonlight Bunny Ranch in Mountain House, Nevada. I may play that. It's a short interview, but it's the last interview with Dennis Hoff when we return on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
What's that?
Talking all that bullshit. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live. I'm a moonshine sipper, straight slipping in the darkness. Far from heartless, I'm more like the sharpest tool in the shed. No, I've never been the smartest, but make no mistake, I hit the fucking hardest. Devil without a cause, you heard me screaming, and 20 years later, bitch, I still mean it. You ain't never met a motherfucker like this. Kiss my ass and you can suck a sideways, my way, or the highway. Listen up, ain't nothing changed here. I still don't give a So what the f***'s up with all the backlash? You snowflakes, here's a news flash. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live. Years ago, we all thought it was a joke. See, that every kid got a motherfucking trophy. But yo, homie, here's a situation. A nation of pussies is our next generation. And these minions and their agendas. Every opinion has a millennial offended. But this amendment one, it rings true. And if you don't dissent, bitch, then see number 2. Ain't nothing new, right church, wrong pew. Get a clue, accrue your fake news and views. Can all get the bottom of my motherfucking shoe. I'm the last of a few, still screaming you. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live. I'm gonna soar like an eagle. My wings carry me away. I got the heart of a lion, and I get stronger every day.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
You never tell me you never flip my script because I'm more outrageous than the Vegas Strip. You're like Mayberry, bitch. I'm hard and crisp. I risk kill,
On camera,
but I'm filthy rich. You're like really vanilla, kinda silly as shit. I'm like shotgun Willie smoking Phillies and shit. I'm like Reverend Ron or David Lee Roth, like Springsteen, bitch. I'm the motherfucking boss. James Dean, I'm more like Brad Pitt, a little less pretty, but I slang more dick. I twang more riffs, I slide through grass. I rip more lines than a 10-pound bass. Pass the mic, I'm like slow gin fizz. It ain't nobody gonna tell me how to
This is Outlaw Radio.
all you hoes. Detroit till I die, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Arbitron and search rated #1.
This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, the man who is always right.
If I don't get to this interview with my dear buddy Dennis Hoff, proprietor of the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, you know, he was a car salesman in Arizona before he bought this joint. In fact, I'm not certain he even bought it. I think the owner liked Dennis so much, he gave it to him. Wow. Yeah. And became a multi-gazillionaire because the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, they're in Mound House. What a perfect name for a cat house to be situated. I know, you'd think I was making this up, but it's not. And it was called Mound House way before the cat houses were there. He's got the Moonlight, and then across the street, he's got several other, you know, the lesser known, like the Kit Kat Ranch and so on. And it's funny because the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, that's where he puts his pristine, really hot gals.
Yes.
Across the street, how much do you feel if you're working in the business and they look at you and say, okay, we got a gig for you, but it's across the street at the Kit Kat? Well, I'm not good enough.
I must be a loser.
Yeah. I mean, I feel sort of bad.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're working the Moonlight, then, oh, yeah, that's
you get it. You hit
that's
gold.
Some pristine poontang right
Is
there.
it true? Because Dennis was talking to us one night when you took me there.
Yeah.
And thank you, by the way. That was a great night. I didn't share in the wares and everything, but I had a good time. And Al Goldstein was there with us. Anyway, so he said that these girls mostly are like college chicks from like Oregon, San Francisco.
A lot of Oregon. They come there for a couple months and make an S-load of money, and they don't tell their boyfriends what they're doing. Yeah.
They pay their college for it.
Oregon per capita has the most strip bars of any place in the
Really?
world. Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a college state, and boy, there are some collegiate gals who do certainly know how to do a
Haktua.
They know how to do a pas de bourrée and a chassé.
Well, Matt, if you were a girl,
Yeah.
you said this before, but if you were a woman, a hot woman,
Yeah.
like all the other stuff's going on now on the web, you just sit in your bedroom, turn your camera on,
Yeah.
and do your stuff.
Well, it depends. If I could make $1 million, a couple million a year, yeah, I'd be whatever. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
They're making $1,000, $2,000 a week, man. That's good enough.
I want to be a woman.
Charlemagne the God, I don't think he's ever got on record as saying he wants to be a female. Charlemagne the God rips Governor Newsom's plan to Trump-proof California. And, you know, he's known as being a left-winger, but he's also one of these guys who, on occasion, is pragmatic. He doesn't impress me with his mental skills. I've watched a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, first off, the name.
Yeah. Well, Charlemagne the God. I mean, we all have to have a moniker. Magic Matt. I mean, that's sort of stupid.
But not the God.
But this man, Charlemagne the God, THA, God, is ripping California Governor Gavin Newsom's after the Democrat announced plans to Trump-proof his state and advised Newsom to cut it out. So Charlemagne even says, Newsom, shut up. Just cut it out. You know, and if you don't think that Newsom listens to a guy like Charlemagne, you're wrong. I mean, he does. Those are his constituents who watch that Charlemagne the God show. So he's, you know, he and his hair, you know, he's knocking back the hair and saying, well, what did I do?
Beavis.
Guy is such an idiot.
What an a-hole, man.
And this is exclusive. Ohio Lieutenant Governor John Husted bathroom bill about protecting women and girls. This Ohio law that went into effect requires students in K through 12 schools to use single-sex facilities, is fundamentally about protecting women and girls. That is from the pie hole of Lieutenant Governor John Husted from Ohio. Duh! I mean, where have we creeped into this world of insanity where using a female bathroom if you're a female and a guy if you're a male has now become some sort of controversy?
No.
And he has to go on record and say, well, it's about protecting women and girls. It is. Of course it is. We don't need protection. See, we as guys, as heterosexual males, come on in, ladies.
Well, there's certain circumstances where I've been in a bar, and there's a line to the restaurant, especially the ladies' restaurant.
Yes.
They're like, screw this, I'm going to the men's.
Yes.
And I'm going to use one of the.
And the guys don't have a problem with that.
No, we let them in and hold the door for them.
But it's true.
I'm
We
not
do.
kidding.
We do.
I know.
Of course. We do. We do.
Stand there and make sure they're
We
safe.
do. You know why?
Yeah, we keep the other guys out, let them in, and then,
You're right.
You know the little dirty little secret here, you woke lefty idiot stick sons of bitches, you pieces of crap who are trying to dismantle America, but thank God for this election. It's not going to happen as quick as you want it to. You know what the dirty little secret is, you stupid morons? Here's the dirty little secret. Men and women are different.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Men and women are different. Yes. Actress Annette Bening pushes sex change for minors outside SCOTUS. Having a transgender child made me more wise.
Warren Beatty's wife, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, I ran into her at a little sandwich shop in Malibu. She and no, not Warren. Warren Beatty?
I don't know.
I believe so.
So that's not the chick I ran into then. It was the dude who was on Cheers. It was, I think it was his.
Perlman?
Oh, God.
Shelley Long.
Ted Danson.
When did Rhea Perlman become a male?
You're an idiot, Mark.
Well,
I mean,
sort of goes without saying.
Throwing it out there.
Actress Annette Bening. Who, by the way, I've always had a problem with that last name. Is it Benning? Is it Betting? I don't know, but it's Annette. Rallied outside the Supreme Court. Oh, good. I'm glad another celebrity is rallying and protesting.
We believe everything they say.
Because we really love that. By the way, you celebs, it's time for you to close your mouth. And I think most of you are getting the message.
Act.
It's just time for you to shut the F up.
Do your job.
Annette Bening rallied outside the Supreme Court as justices heard oral arguments in a case surrounding Tennessee's law banning sex change drugs and procedures for minors who believe they are transgender. And she's out there saying, yeah, 6-year-old knows. They know. They're mature enough to know to have the old wangaroo cut off, you stupid idiot. Elliot Page promotes sex mutilating drugs, surgeries for minors outside Supreme Court as well. I was a trans kid. Elliot Page, actress formerly known as Ellen Page, came out as a man as an adult, rallied outside the Supreme Court as justices heard oral arguments. So it's the same little event that Annette Bening, her, I'm certain dear friend, hung out. And Hegseth, I'm worried about this one because he's the right man for the job, man.
A lot of heat.
He is but he is the right man for the job.
I believe that too.
Yeah, former Bush Cheney political strategist Matthew Dowd said yesterday on MSNBC's Deadline that President-elect Donald Trump's nominee for Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth is like actor Bruce Willis' character in the movie The Sixth Sense. He was unaware that he had died. And by the way, you know, I love
Biden.
I love Hegseth. Yeah, you could say that about Biden as well. Yeah, but
what our dad already said, Matt. It's like somebody like that. They go, you know, they died a long time ago. They just forgot to lay down.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, I hope it's not true, but by the time that this airs on some terrestrial radio stations, the fix is probably in. I'm rooting for Hegseth. It may be too late by the time you hear me say that. He is the right guy for the job, but man, yeah, it's a lot of heat. It's a lot of fire. And Speaker Mike Johnson would like to slash funding for Planned Parenthood and PBS. Yes!
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Yes! House Speaker Mike Johnson said axes funding to abortion giant Planned Parenthood and PBS when President-elect Donald Trump returns to the White House. I'm with you, my friend. You know, a lot of people call you a big wuss and all that. I don't know. You're buttoned down. Mike Johnson, very buttoned down, but articulate, smart guy. I think he might have turned into the right man for that job. So nicely done, Mike Johnson. And Karine Jean, speaking of the right person for the job, Karine Jean-Pierre Fromage. Parlez-vous français?
Parfumé.
Voulez-vous c'est ça, c'est moi?
Is she?
Voulez-vous que caca?
Something about her that
caca.
Well, she's so wishy-washy, man. She's just a, you know.
What, Corinne Jean-Pierre?
Yes.
It's not about wishy-washy. She's a friggin' idiot.
Well, yeah, she's an idiot.
She is a friggin' idiot. A terrible stain on the job of press secretary. I think it was Ducey from Fox who said that. This is Corinne talking about the fact that Joe Biden, of course, pardoned his old son, Aru, and even though she went on record time and time and time again for the last several months to every person in the press in that room, absolutely not, he will not pardon, and us on the right are thinking, oh, that's a lie. Yeah. Of course he's going to pardon his son. We all know the truth. But she lied and she lied and she lied. And this just came down, I think, yesterday in a press conference with Is she French?
I don't know. Pierre thinks,
you know, if you're not French, stop using Pierre. All right? Would you do me that favor? And Whoopi Goldberg, you're not a Jew. So stop it with the Goldberg crap. All right, here's Corinne Idiot Stick, whatever. Where do you think I was going on this?
Well, I don't have anything for it.
You don't?
Nope.
Oh, okay, 332.
Thank you.
I want to try to.
Too polite in here today.
Yeah.
You have said repeatedly yourself since the election, the president has said for months, no pardon was coming. I wanted to ask you, could those statements now be seen as lies from the American people? Is there really a credibility issue here given now this announcement?
Right.
First of all, one of the things that the president always believes is to be truthful to the American people. That is something that he...
Pause.
Really?
That's first and foremost.
Yeah.
President.
I'm going to be truthful and lie to you.
He's got on record. Listen to Jean-Pierre. Corinne. She said it. First and foremost, always be truthful to the American people. Continue.
Always truly believes. And if you see the end of his... I assume that you've read his statement, and you look at the end of that statement, and he actually says that in the first line and the last
Pause. So he actually says that. So because he actually says that, then you can take him at his word that he believes in always being truthful to the American public.
Yeah.
She talks in circles. She talks and talks and talks in circles. Go.
And respects the thinking and how the American people will actually see this in his decision making. And I would encourage everyone to read in full the president's statement. I think he lays out his thought process. He lays out how he came to this decision. He came to this decision this weekend. So let's be very clear about that. He says it himself. It's in his voice. He said he came to this decision.
He said it himself.
And he said he wrestled with this.
Pause. He wrestled with it.
Jesus. No, he didn't.
She doesn't sound French.
No, she doesn't, does she?
No.
But he wrestled with the decision.
Well, by the way, Matt, I kind of, you know what?
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
I would pardon. Before I get out of office, I'd pardon my son. I would do it.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
That's not the point.
They lied. I know they're hypocrites.
That's not the
He
point.
straight out said he wouldn't.
Lied and lied and lied and lied. And Corinne Jean-Pierre, a dirty, nasty stain on the job of press secretary. Continue.
Yeah.
And because he believes in the justice system, but he also believes that the war politics infected the process and led to a miscarriage of justice.
Oh, is that right? But you believe in the justice system, but it was nothing political taking Donald Trump down. Right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, these people are
Political witch hunt.
These people are sick. Even Jimmy Kimmel defends Joe pardoning Hunter because there's a very good chance, and I quote, he doesn't remember saying he wouldn't.
Well,
that's funny.
Jill probably signed the paper anyway.
Yeah, late night host Jimmy the Schmuck Kimmel tried to make light of Joe Biden's decision to grant full pardon to his son Hunter, saying there's a very good chance the president doesn't remember publicly promising he wouldn't do that. All right. Okay. Score one tiny one for Jimmy the Dummy Kimmel. Canada bans more guns, suggests sending them to Ukraine. Canadian Public Safety Minister Dominic LeBlanc, who, by the way, is French. Announced that 324 more assault-style firearms, no, not yet, give me a second, have been added to Canada's list of banned guns. Yeah, that's what you need to do there in Canada. By the way, Trudeau, he's out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is it for him, that friggin' piece of crap. And by the time many of you who listen to us on great radio stations across the country, this bus has probably pulled out of the old Caveroo. Yeah, that's where they're sending buses now, or caves. Daniel Penny manslaughter charge dismissed, and now the legal debate over lesser charge. Get rid of the lesser charge. They hung that up there so they could nail him on something.
Yes.
And this, you talk about witch hunt, Dave.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is.
Yep.
You know, the dude did the right thing. How many lives did he potentially save that day?
Yep.
And the fact that they have to throw in another charge so they can hang him with something. Okay, the big one is gone. Get rid of this one.
Yep.
And hopefully by the time many of you are hearing this, it has already been done. But I don't have a lot of faith in our judicial system
Not
these
right now.
days.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, let's go to break now, man. But yeah, so he no longer faces the manslaughter charge. Oh, and Sarah Silverman claims she stopped talking about politics because nobody wants to hear from celebrities right now. Right now,
Right
Sarah?
ever. Right ever.
Who, by the way, I've always found nasty sexy.
Oh, man.
Right?
I would hit that
Dirty, stinking,
Yeah, dirty, sexy,
Oh, yeah.
nasty.
Do anything.
Yeah.
Do anything.
Yeah, I would screw the friggin' lefty right out of her, man. Yeah.
Here we go, folks.
Yeah, she says Americans don't want to hear from celebrities at the moment. How about for the rest of time? How about that? We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Now we return to Outlaw Radio's Demons of Decadence.
Hey, for those of you watching, digging Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube and on Rumble, and not aware that we started an hour early today, and I know there are a few of you who, you don't read. I'm the same way. I mean, I look at a headline, and then I'm assuming it'll be on at the same time. This show will replay in just a few minutes on YouTube. It takes, 15, 20 minutes. and it'll replay if you missed the first hour.
I didn't even know.
And I suggest that you check out the first hour because it's some good stuff. And at the hour, we paid homage to Barron Trump. I believe it was.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah. And in fact, before we go, would you play that Suitcase Song again? I love this thing by the youngster known as Barron Trump with that beautiful accent of his. Because, his mom not born in America. And what are we waiting for?
I like my suitcase.
Yeah. Love that.
I like my suitcase.
It's such a pronounced accent.
I like my suitcase.
Ah, yeah.
I like my suitcase. I like my suitcase.
Yeah, cute kid.
Got to go to school now.
And that cute little kid is 18 years old now. Man, does he have a future. Holy cow.
Hey, by the way, Matt, I meant to tell you there was one of the subscribers put in our Rumble is not working. Our Rumble feed is not working.
There's no reason for that. I have no idea why that would be. Hollywood Trump resistance broken, demoralized, won't mass organize. So the report from, and I noticed this came from the Hollywood Reporter. I was sort of amazed by this. They're saying, leave your pussy hats at home.
Wow.
Don't expect to see Hollywood celebrities demonstrating in pussy hats on Inauguration Day like they did nearly 8 years ago. Hollywood's Trump resistance faction is still in a state of shock following President-elect Donald Trump's resounding victory over Kamala Toe Dummy. According to a new report from the Hollywood Reporter, their demoralized state means that they won't be mounting a broad resistance against the incoming presidents as they did back in 2017. Leave your pussy hats at home. That came from the Hollywood Reporter.
Which they're lefty as hell.
Oh, hell yeah. Instead, Hollywood elites are reportedly refocusing their efforts on local and down-ballot candidates with a special focus on abortion and climate change. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the only issues you got there, idiots.
Yeah.
I do think that the approach will be much more micro than macro this time around. Hannah Linkholker, the chief engagement officer at the industry law firm Johnson Shapiro, Sluit and Cole. Why do they all sound funny? Told the outlet. We'll see more of a focus on state and local levels. The fight to protect abortion is a good case study. You're seeing states ratifying abortion at the state level. Fine, it's a state issue. Whatever they decide, man.
Yeah.
The abortion movement is pivoted there. Natalie Tran, the executive director of the CAA Foundation reportedly said back in 2017, Hollywood elites literally poured onto the mean streets of Beverly Hills to voice their resistance toward President Trump's first term. And now, I think the makeup of Beverly Hills is more conservative than it is liberal.
Is.
Yeah,
I'm working out there
that's
this
where we
week,
are.
yeah.
United Talent Agency, one of the big three Hollywood talent agencies, organized a mass rally on Wilshire Boulevard in 2017 featuring Jodie Foster, Michael J. Fox, and not yet, you almost can't hold it against Michael J. He's Canadian. You know what I'm saying?
Is. And man, Michael J. Fox, really quickly, I know we got to
No, we don't have time. And not yet Wicked star Cynthia Erivo, UTA CEO Jeremy Zimmer, major Democrat fundraiser, also participated in the protest, as did then California Lieutenant Governor. Anyway, leave your pussy hats at home. Thank you for spending time with us today. It is much appreciated. From the bottom of my my heart, I love that you're there, man. I really do. And we will be I don't know why the feed on Rumble wasn't working. I'm throwing money down a rat hole and getting nothing in return. So if I invest in something, do the opposite. All right? Just know that. Thank you, Tattoo Dave.
Thank you.
Break a leg tonight at the poker tourney.
Thank you.
Mark C.G. Boyer, break a leg tonight at the poker tournament. Whatever. My brother Mart.
I'll break a leg at the poker tournament.
And my buddy, Marine, out there over hot coals. Billy Dilly, love you, bud. Mom and Dad, love you too. 20 million times around the earth. Thank you for inviting me to Thanksgiving. It's nice to be invited. Alexandra, I love you a million times around this big, beautiful world of ours. I will continue to be Magic Matt on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. If you remember one thing this week, don't forget bumblebees can't fly.
Oh.
morning.